Are we live?
Yeah, we are.
We're-
Will we be live?
Do you want to just be live? All right, let's live.
Yeah, you know it, KD, the laughing stock niggas got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic swishy, but we're making noise from the top of the charts. Here the people rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get swishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.
Hello.
Welcome to 2025 almost.
Yeah,
I always said welcome to 2024 then, like
No.
it was new.
we're right on the cusp.
Right on the cut. As we are recording, it is now the 28th, so
Yep.
3 days. We haven't days until December.
Yeah, 3 days till it's the
Well,
new
that's
year.
the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, celebrations. This is Squidgy Logic. I am your-
Celebrations and salutations.
Salutations, isn't
Yeah.
that? Oh, I think it's sanitation. Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Salutations is like, hello, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, you don't want to throw rubbish at them.
Good evening, madam.
Howdy doody. Howdy doody do.
How
And,
fuck thee, sir?
Fuck thee. do. Hope everyone is like, hope everyone had a good Christmas and had a decent 2024.
Yes.
And we'll have a good 2025. You can let us know what you think, how you think your 2025 is going to go, because we'll let you know how we think the 2025 is going to go.
That's
right, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're going to give you a little bit of a rundown of what's happened during 2024. We're going to give you a little bit of a rundown of what's definitely going to happen in 2025 because we are the psycharchs.
We might as well be Nosferatu.
Yes.
I'm Nosferatu.
Or do you mean Nostradamus?
No, Nosferatu, isn't it? Who's that?
That's the bitey guy.
Who?
Nosferatu's the vampire, mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, the one you said.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, Nostradamus.
Even though most
He's
of
old.
his predictions were wrong, though. I've heard.
Vastly wrong. And
There's
people have
so
just
many.
fixed them post fucking, Anyway.
And so, like, fucking, not bang on like they sound like they should be.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Everyone thinks like, oh, he predicted the 9/11 was going to.
It's like, no, he didn't. He predicted something happening somewhere fucking in Argentina.
And it wasn't.
And
even
it wasn't even
building.
on the same fucking year. And it wasn't a
It
building.
was something obscure, with like
Yeah.
like metal fall from the sky or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. No.
Right. Pretty.
Most of them have said that we were already supposed to be dead by now anyway.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. They're all like,
That's
oh,
nice.
yeah, no, you're definitely dead. What? Yeah, 2024 was when it's supposed to end, or fucking 2018, or fucking
2012 as well, I remember
2020
that.
itself, or fucking,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fucking,
Every time it's going to end, and it doesn't.
yeah, it never ends. Keeps
It'll-
on going. It's supposed to fucking,
That's one
be a
thing.
Roland Emmerich movie. Instead, we're still just sat in a half-assed BBC documentary.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, I'm just saying what we're all thinking.
Talk about BBC though. I did something right this Christmas. They had a good Gavin and Stacey. I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
Did you
I
watch
didn't
that?
actually see that yet.
Have you watched any Gavin and Stacey?
I watched the entire first run of it
Yeah.
when it happened. Well, shortly after it happened, because I didn't watch it immediately, but then I got through a period where I was like not doing very much, and I was like, I'm just going to watch everything that I've been told to watch. That
Yeah.
you know how you do.
Yeah, I think we all
And,
did that in the pandemic.
Yeah, it wasn't even the pandemic; it was pre-pandemic. But yeah, I watched all of it. It was pretty good. I'm gonna watch that at some point because I feel like I kind of have to finish whatever story's going on. But I just dislike James Corden.
You know, that's the one thing I was watching.
Yeah.
Through all of this. I didn't dislike him that much through all the other ones.
Yeah.
From like the last special was like 2019.
It's because now we've known him for a bit and we know what James Corden's actually like.
He was just annoying every time he was on.
He's just a douche.
Well, you forget. I will say though, it's at first, and then you do forget, and it's just Smithy after that.
Yeah.
Well, why at the end for some reason something happened and he made me
When
just
he's
think
given
James
the right
Corden-
role, he can be used effectively.
Avoided
But he
basically him.
should not be given a major role. He should not be given a role that is essential to the plot. He should always be some sort of
The second player. You mean?
not even a second player, like a third or fourth player, like someone who
Yeah.
turns up for like a scene or two. You know what I mean?
That's the problem, though, isn't it, with Gavin and Stacey? He wishes.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Ever since I watched Gavin and Stacey, I've always said since the beginning, this isn't Gavin and Stacey's show.
No.
Or Gavin Stacey's love story. This is the Nessa and Smithy love story.
Yeah, because
the whole way through.
that's James Corden. Because even though it's named after the other characters, he couldn't help but turn it into his fucking story.
But to be honest, I do think actually that it's written a lot more by Ruth Jones than him.
Probably.
I do think so. 'Cause she's written up upon her own.
She seems real smart.
Yeah, she does very much.
Yeah.
She's a great actor. Oh,
she's fucking brilliant.
I learned as well though, for some reason, something popped up on my YouTube. Do you know there was an American version done?
Oh fuck! That must have been terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Have you ever seen the American version of The In-Betweeners?
Yes, that's literally called The
Holy-
In-Betweeners, ain't it?
That is so fucking bad. Jesus Christ, that's bad.
They had the one hit with Office, and they thought, oh, we're just going to take every
Yeah, and
British
make
show,
it, yeah.
make it American.
No, don't do that. Could you imagine if they did American Peep Show? They talked about it apparently of doing it at one point, and they just couldn't get the idea of it.
I mean, to be honest, man, I don't like the British.
It's like,
one,
why
so-
would we have these people who are just so evil and nasty on the inside? It's like, that's the joke. Never mind. They're saying things in your head.
Never watched Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Seinfeld is actually like that.
Yeah, well, Seinfeld's different. Seinfeld's like, hey, this guy kind of pissed me off. He pissed you off? Yeah, he pissed me off.
Oh, okay.
And it's like,
I haven't
oh,
watched
okay.
much of Seinfeld, to be fair.
Yeah, it's basically just a lot of Seinfeld going, this guy kind of pissed me off.
I agree, man. I get that. What's his name now? Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I get that he's like this comedy icon, but I'm never fan of that funny. I'm just not into those jokes.
I watched all of Seinfeld through once as well during the same sort of period.
I don't know about the
you know.
sitcom. I haven't watched that, so I can't say about that.
It is good. It's entertaining. You know, for what it is, for the era it came from, it's funny.
Sitcoms generally are, though. You know, I'm a fan of sitcoms.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of sitcoms. I'm a big fan of sitcoms and a big fan of sketch shows. But there was a time where like BBC Three was around, where like half of the fucking shows they had were sketch shows, and some of them were good, but some of them were fucking shite.
Yeah, I don't remember many good ones. I remember like the
Yeah.
classics, like I said, the classics, one everyone knew, like Catherine Tate and Little Britain.
I remember Mitchell and Webb. That was a really good one.
Never into that. I'm not into them.
There was
myself.
Armstrong and Miller, but I was sort
Yeah.
of lukewarm on Armstrong and Miller.
He's better as a quiz host.
Yeah.
Gives away fuck all money in his show.
Did you ever watch Beehive?
I have no idea what that is.
Beehive was one where it was an all-female sitcom.
Get it off my TV.
All-female sketch show, sorry. And it was
Ugh.
actually legit funny. It's got like loads of women who turned up like in all of these other funny things throughout the years. They are legit funny.
I think also Dawn French and Saunders.
French and Saunders, mate. What a
classics.
fucking... You can't go wrong.
I watched some of their things, and that's what kind of made me think. You know what? Sketching would be quite fun, actually. They
Yeah.
were doing like parodies of Exorcist and that. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
I didn't think you could do something
There's
like
all
that.
sorts of shit you can do with sketches that you
Yeah.
can't do in other things, because it's like, this is an idea and it only works in its own individual little thing. Sketch. Perfect. I've come up with so many ideas where I'm like, oh, I'd like to turn that into something, but it's like, it's not a movie. It's not even a story. It's not even like a half-hour thing. Sketch.
It's kind of good for people who like, you know, like it's hard to like, because a lot of creative people, it's hard to stick with one subject for a long while. So with sketches, you don't have to. You just do a little bit, move on, a little bit.
I think it's
move
one of the
on,
reasons
smush 'em
why I
together.
did so much of PAMT in the end.
Yeah.
You know, and I still need to do more of it, obviously, but I struggle at completing things.
So say about it, it's hard. It's a long wind. People don't realize when you see just like, you know, a short little video after, you don't realize all the little bits to go into it.
Yeah,
or
each
like
one
a
of those
audio, whatever.
sketches I spent from writing all the way to finishing it, including all the acting and the editing and stuff. I mean, each one of them probably had about 20 hours spent on them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for like what, 5 minutes of dialogue?
So this podcast, you see all the amazing production value that goes into it. You
Yeah,
know how long it takes to make
you
it.
don't know how much this man breaks his eyes to get you the perfect edit.
Yeah. It may look like it's just been like, you know, not edited at all afterwards, but that's
No,
just what it's
That's
supposed
just
to look like.
that's because it's raw.
Well, it's what it's supposed to
Yeah.
look raw. It's
Yeah,
raw
it's supposed to look raw.
Yeah.
We do multiple takes.
Oh yeah.
If you look really careful, you can see the edit points.
Look at my glasses.
Rewatch this episode multiple times and see if you can see the edit points. It might take you about 20 or 30 watches.
And I realised as well. That
And like and
glasses-
subscribe while you're at
Yeah,
it.
Also, I realised as well through my glasses, you can sometimes see the auto cue.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
I know. Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no. You
But,
can
yeah.
see what he's about to say before he says it.
Yeah.
Nathan looks down at monitor. Shit, I said it out loud. Sorry. That's stage direction.
How was your 2024?
It was not great.
Cheery.
It was not great.
I mean, to be fair, mine wasn't great.
No, I had friend trouble. that became ex-friend trouble. I had money trouble. I had
That became ex-money trouble.
That became ex-money trouble. Luckily, I had car trouble.
That's not become ex-card.
That's not well. It has for now.
Okay.
It's working.
Yeah, because the
fine
garage
at the
tried to
moment.
be swindly.
The garage tried to make me pay for an ECU, which apparently, according to how far I've driven the car so far without any issues, probably wasn't necessary.
They're definitely trying to play you an ECU. It's for your heart, you silly willy.
Yeah, and you'd
God, come
expect
on.
from an actual dealership, an actual Vauxhall dealership, to get better service than that
You would.
from
No, I
a
wouldn't.
main manufacturer dealership.
Maybe it's because they don't get all the extra little bits of money like other dealers do. So the
Mhm.
people there are like, yeah, we'll do this for you. And then
Yeah.
they don't put it through the books or anything. They give you a crappy receipt, you know. I
Mhm.
mean, that's what I do
do?
personally.
No, I do not.
I do.
That one's Dodd.
Another one there. That's what I do anyway, though. I think it's the only responsible thing to do.
Yeah.
Fraud.
Yeah.
It's a victimless crime,
It's a victimless crime.
rather than the victims.
Yeah.
Most crimes.
Yeah. But who needs to think about them right now?
That's why you do fraud against the bank,
Yeah.
because no one gives a shit about that.
Fuck bankers.
I watched another true. That's what I think. Most of my year has been watching true crime documentaries. I feel like I've watched so many true crime documentaries this year.
Yeah.
Because I've been at home so much as well, looking after my mum. Like I haven't been
You've
out.
had a lot of opportunity to.
I've been
Yeah.
killing a lot of time. Like
Yeah.
back years ago, like I would always be out. So it'd be red. I'd be in to watch stuff. Like over the last year and a half or so, I've been in all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's good. It's nice being at an age where you can be content with that, though.
Yeah. It's nice being able to be like, I don't feel the need to go out.
Not all the time. Sometimes, obviously,
I'm
nice having the
looking
friends as well
forward
around.
in the next year to be into the stand up again and having a reason to go out.
Yeah.
You know, that's my goal
I
in a
suppose,
way.
That's what I was at the end as well. Actually, yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah. It's really important to me that I get my shit into gear and
I know what you mean.
do this shit.
I always feel like the end of the year and the beginning of next year is a great starting point.
It
though.
always is. It's like
I
apparently
hate that resolution thing. I don't think you have to
Yeah.
give yourself a big
no.
thing straight away. Give yourself
Arnold-
little.
Arnold
goals.
Schwarzenegger said that the way he always did it,
Oh, I think I'm going to be saying.
yeah, was he wrote down on a notepad all the things that he wanted to complete by the end of next year.
Yeah.
And it was just like
Little things.
little things
Or bigger
or
things.
bigger things as
Yeah.
well. And whatever it is, doesn't matter. And he said, by writing it down, I now had a
Goals.
goal, a thing that I was aiming for, and it was up to me now to sort of, figure out
Yeah.
the way to do it.
I generally used to. That was exactly what I used to do.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's a good
Yeah.
idea. I think I might have to do it.
I think I should start doing it again as well.
Yeah.
It is a good thing. Yeah, it's a very good thing to have like these things. But it's always
Have little
you always
sort
want to be
of-
working towards something.
That's it. And like the thing is, in life, there is no real direction. I'm a
There
strong
really isn't.
believer that there is no sort of real direction in life apart
Yeah.
from what you ascribe to it. So
Yeah.
if you are looking to do something, you need to give yourself the compass to point you in the right direction. And sort of little things, these little affirming things that you can do to be like, I'm aiming for this, I'm looking at this, and to remind yourself of that is very important because it rewires your entire head to be thinking this.
Mm.
Like another one of my heroes, Kevin Smith, right?
Oh,
When-
comic book man.
Yeah, when he was fucking starting out,
Well, this is going to be a much
trying to
more
be
free-form podcast.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
guys know. Well, we're just
we're going to be
chatting through
discussing
the
things
year.
through the year and stuff and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. We're being philosophical.
If you got any stuff you want to mention about the last year or the year coming, any predictions, stick them in
Yeah,
the thing and we'll
stick them
try
in
and
the
see
in the
them
chat and we'll
if
have
they
a look.
show up.
Yeah. So yeah, Kevin Smith was talking about the fact that when he was talking about wanting to become a director, he was like, "Oh, I want to be a director," and his sister was like, "Well, be a director then." And he goes, "Well, no, it's not that simple because I've got to get all the stuff together.
No,
I
it's
want to be a
fine.
director." And he's going, "No, be a director." And he goes, What are you saying?" And he goes like,
Just be one.
"No, from now on, see yourself as a director, and now do everything in your power to make yourself a director."
Yeah, to do what you
To
need
do
yeah.
to do what you need to do because you're now a director. You need to direct a film.
Yeah,
so go
look at yourself
direct.
as a director, and now
Yeah.
you need to go and direct
Do
something.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a very good way of doing it.
It is. You've got to point your head in the direction to be like, this is my idea, and you've got to have another thing that Kevin Smith said, which has always stuck in my head, is a reasonable amount of unreasonability. You've got to have a reasonable amount
okay.
of being able to say, no, I'm sorry, mate, I'm not
No.
doing that. This is my plan.
Yeah. Okay,
And if
I get
someone's going to get in the way of your plan, you've got to be like, I'm sorry, that's not in line with
Yeah,
my
this is
plan.
my
I'm not
plan, man. What are
doing
you
this.
This is the plan.
This is my plan.
Yeah.
And if you want me around, you can adjust to help me do my plan whilst I'm helping you. I don't mind doing that, but I'm not going to put my plan on hold.
Yeah.
You know.
So people don't have to necessarily help you plan, but like don't.
No, I'm
stop.
talking like things that, like for example, if you're in a work environment.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Where
yeah.
people are making you work evenings consistently, and you won't necessarily be able to do stand up or plan for like directing things because your weekends
Well,
are
people
already
can't make
eaten
you,
up, and,
well.
you know, it's like I'm not going to necessarily want to do that anymore. So I can talk to people about this and see if that works. And if it doesn't work for them, I'm sorry, I am going to be having to, you know, look somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like
This is the way it is. I've you know, over the past year, I've learned that you've got to very much aim for what you want, and you've not got to adjust for other people unless they are particularly important to you. You
yeah.
know,
Well, yeah. Yeah.
if it's a loved
It's a
one of
reasonable
some
adjustment
kind,
that you
yeah,
probably should do.
yeah,
For example.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But don't let people take you off of the path that you are aiming for.
Unless you're like a terrible singer and you really want to be a great singer. Sometimes you need to take them off the path.
Sometimes you need to take some people off their paths, but those people are usually deluded, and it's very hard to say.
But then
no.
again, at the same time, just because one person thinks he can't sing, you can go and sing, and somebody else is like, "Well, I know what's that."
Yeah.
So maybe that's still wrong too.
Yeah.
Maybe just get someone there that don't really mean about them singing. Take them to X Factor. If you've got somebody just it's a completely off tangent now, but
Yeah.
if you've got a friend that thinks they're really good at singing, take them to X Factor or something.
Yeah.
Then they will find out at least.
Do you want to have your cigar now?
Go on then.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have some cigars to celebrate the end of the year.
Your pup. One more year survived.
Yeah, one more year survived.
Let's shorten it with this.
Yeah, that's fucking right, son. Now, which one of these do you want?
Oh man, dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice. You have that one.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. These are proper cigars
Do we need to do a tear or anything?
from Havana. No, it's already
cool.
been cut for you, sir.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oh.
Havana, Cuba.
Put a good frame onto this.
I need to get a good light on that. Oh, it's died.
Let's do another one. Oh. Yeah, that one actually.
All right.
Oh, sir. There's on a toilet, sir. I just want to talk like this every time I got a cigar in my hand, sir. Just makes me feel like it.
That is tickety-boo. To quote a well-known phrase or saying.
We take a bath. I feel like I'm in Havana, Cuba.
That is a proper Cuban cigar, my friend. That was made in Cuba, imported to England in a way that you cannot in the United States.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Or did they overturn the ban?
I'm not sure
I
because
can't remember.
I feel like I've heard Joe Rogan mention that you can't get them legally.
Mm.
Or that you can. I'm not sure one of the two, which is wildly
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. Mm.
You're not supposed to take these back as well?
Yeah.
So I don't even know if I know how to do that anymore. Huh?
Let's let it sit in the mouth.
I did take it back still though. It's gonna be
That's
a
all right.
skill that I need to figure
That's
out.
all right. So, yeah, how was your 2024?
Huh?
How was
Oh.
your 2024?
Yeah, 2024 was all right.
Mm.
In general, though. I mean, I think the Gen 2024 in the world was quite interesting in many ways. Many ways it wasn't.
Yeah, a lot of things have happened, but at the same time, they've not. It's like, yeah, Trump got back into power, but we've already had that, so it doesn't feel like it's sort of as monumental as it was
Exactly.
previously.
I don't know what people are trying to make out like it is. Like it's really not going to be any different than that time. It might
like
be a bit better even because it's
Return
trying
of
to change
Satan.
it.
Well, it's a sequel then, isn't it? We already know we're going to survive.
There you go.
Fucking fine.
Or the sequel though, they're like, yeah, no, let's just end it here.
Yeah. Let's just do the hard cut on the whole series right now.
After the second season drops, the people are like, oh, I don't know.
I kind of get it.
Although to be fair, if this program wasn't dropped in like 2021, 2022, then I think we've got quite a while still.
Yeah.
You know, I think although a lot of the alien overlords have been down watching us in the last couple of months.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Apparently, they're even like that's one of the weirdest things for me that happened over the year, and obviously one of the most recent, but still one of the most weird.
The drones.
I mean, we're calling them drones, but they are still just UFOs in a sense.
Yeah, because they're
we don't know what they are.
unidentified flying objects. Yeah.
But I really don't know. Apparently, they're like even more over like different states now, and I heard they're in Europe as well. But I don't know how true that is.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, the thing is, they now know that they're there, but no one seems to have shot them down. Everyone knows they're there. They're over all sorts of countries, and still no one's shot one of these motherfuckers down.
I saw someone say something about that, they were going to shoot one down. I can't remember who it was now. It was somebody, and they just as soon as they went to shoot it, they were like, the camera looked at them. So that one's probably just a normal drone anyway.
Right? Yeah.
I think there's lots of normal drones up there too, because I've heard about people trying to fly them up to the drones, and then they go dark suddenly, or like power off their battery or something.
Yeah.
So there must be there's probably a lot of drone people flocking towards there right now.
You'd expect.
So a lot of them probably are just normal drones at this point.
Yeah, and but it's like the particular ones that we've seen, the ones with like the glowing, like almost like circular structures.
Yep.
That's weird.
And SUV shots.
Why would you put that on a drone if you're trying to be covert? Unless there's something else that's doing.
I find a lot of time when they get near to them, now the lights will just go off. It's just weird why, like, you know, I don't know. I just do not understand why they've not just been able to shoot them down.
I know.
Or whether they, in that case, have and it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess, probably worse.
I don't know.
I could see that be why we didn't want to say to anyone, it's like, yeah, well, we tried to shoot them down,
but it didn't let us.
The bullets kind of evaporated before they hit it. Yeah, we don't know.
I mean, the thing would be like if it had an electronic jamming system. So the minute anything got near it with an electronic system inside it, including like a tracking missile, it just drops out the sky. You know?
Oh, one moment. I'll be back in just a sec.
You see, the thing about cigars is that they are only supposed to be enjoyed on a rare occasion. You should not be having a cigar every day. You shouldn't really even be having a cigar every week or every month. A cigar is something that you should enjoy only when you have something to celebrate or when you have something that you have achieved. Those are what cigars are for. The idea of like someone just constantly chowing down on a cigar like a mafia crime boss or something. I mean, that's wasteful. In a lot of ways, cigars kind of sort of go back to the original way that tobacco was used, because it was supposed to be a sort of sacred herb that was used on a rare occasion, because it allowed you to sort of become at peace and get closer to sort of nature and things like that, and just sort of relax and take things in and things like that. And when you take tobacco in large quantities, things do happen. You get you do actually get creative boosts. You get a boost to your dexterity, weirdly, which people wouldn't necessarily expect. But like fine motor dexterity, like things that you're doing with just like your fingers and stuff like that, that's more the kind of thing you're talking about. Now, these cigars, they were from a place in Stratford-upon-Avon called Lands. And they are given to you in a hermetically sealed bag that contains within it everything to sort of keep your cigar fresh for an extended period of time. They are fantastic. I suggest going there if you do want to get anything. This is not paid at all, so therefore it's not an advertisement. No, it's something I used to do when I finished episodes of the podcast as well. Every time I finished an episode by myself, I would have a cigar. I think after finishing the first series, I might have to leave it to once I finish a series, I have a cigar because I don't want to get into the habit of having too many cigars. But, you know, such is life. It's been a good few months at the end of the year, regardless of some issues in expenditure that were not expected. And I've got a good feeling that next year is going to be a good, hopeful year. You know, one that we can all enjoy. I was going to say something else at the start. I completely blew myself off track. What was I talking about? That sounds like he's back. And he's back. He is back. The man is back. He is back. He is back. Probably a bad idea to do that voice while smoking a cigar. Just realised that's probably the worst thing you can do while smoking a cigar. Oh dear. You shouldn't tap a cigar. You should roll a cigar to get rid of the ash, by the way, so you're aware. There's certain degrees of etiquette to this shit. Can I do it into that? Will that work? You alright? How's it going? Welcome back.
Oh my god, it's chilly out there, you know.
Yeah.
Apparently, I also heard that there was going to be snow for New Year.
Ooh.
I've only heard that once. And it was
I'd like a snowy New Year.
I don't think I'd never want snow, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
Slows everything down.
Yeah, but I mean, where are you planning on going on New Year's?
I'm not planning on going on anywhere on New Year's, but if it's here for like a few days, so which you probably will, then it might slow down some form of drugs. You don't know.
Mm. I'm looking forward to New Year's this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the fresh start.
Oh yeah. That's just the nice thing about New Year's all the time.
Yeah. And I got a feeling of hope.
I think I got hope.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, man.
You're a bit weird in that case. In this world, you have hope? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Because I know I can't fix any of the big shit, so I'm going to fix my shit.
That's okay.
Yeah.
A lot of the big stuff don't need that fixing anyway.
No.
It's not that bad. The world isn't that
Certainly
bad.
not by us.
Not by us, anyway, yeah.
I certainly don't have the ability to do that shit.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Give me Elon Musk money, maybe.
Hmm?
Don't know if I'd want to do that with that, but actually, I say that like countries, like they spend way more than like even Elon Musk has and stuff.
Yeah. And
Like,
with worse results.
much worse.
Which is, I mean, say what you like about Elon Musk, he is still more efficient than most governments.
You're not wrong in the slightest.
Yeah.
Definitely like these ones, and we're kind of leaning more out of Europe now, but Europe seems to be doing pretty well with a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the problem. We should have stayed in Europe, in my
We
opinion.
really should. But we were weird anyway, though, because we still didn't follow a lot of the stuff anyway.
Yeah, we got our own money. We got
Yeah.
loads of other things that we just said, no, we're British, so we're doing it this way. And they were like, all right,
Well, okay, fine then, I guess.
fine. And they were like,
Okay, so?
yes, all right. You're still part of everything else, though. Yes. Not anymore.
It wasn't a bad. Well, I'm just trying to remember some of the other. I mean, we had the Olympics in 2024. That was 2024, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it
Right.
was. I completely forgot about that.
With breakdancing.
Where the fuck even was it?
Paris?
Oh yeah,
Paris.
fuck.
Because I remember.
This is how much I pay attention to the Olympics. I mean, the thing is,
It felt
this
really quick
year,
this year.
shot the fuck by.
Yep.
It really did. It disappeared in a fucking instant.
It's going to get quicker and quicker every year.
Apparently so.
I fully reckon it will be.
Yeah. I just need to get myself on a trajectory of doing my shit and getting it done.
Well,
You know?
Yeah.
Can't wait to get post-apocalyptic Metal Treehouse finished.
Deciding on what is the thing to do as well each time. That's a hard thing sometimes.
I do need to get that fucking audio equipment sorted
Yeah.
because the minute it is, I can finally fucking record shit.
They record anyway because like I don't think like the quality on this, for example, taking a big dip or anything. So you can record.
I do need to do the bass recording anyway, and that can be done with any level of recording equipment. You can just sort of, because I just have to run through the script essentially.
Yeah.
And then I cut all of the pieces up and put them together again into a sort of edited thing. And then I can go back, turn one of the voices off, and do the actual version of the voice back into the script.
Okay, yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get you. So it's a way you can kind of do it against yourself still.
Yeah, that's the way I've always done it.
Yeah.
I've always just sort of, you just read through the script, you give it sort of as much as you can on the voices.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll go through, you'll listen to it all on the
That's
script
good
and be
enough,
like,
that is.
that doesn't work.
Oh.
I had one though, I was like, I'm determined to get this out. I feel like this is funny. I got to the end of it. I even put it all together and did the finished article. And I was like, it's just not funny enough.
But is that, see, that's a problem I've heard on something else, and I can't think what it was I heard it on now. They say the problem with that is as well, you'll write jokes on, I can't remember what it was. And then like you'll look at them and you've seen them every day for a few things, and you'll look at them right at the end, you'll be like, nah, that joke's not funny anymore. When it could be for somebody watching for the first time.
It could have been, but
somebody that's
the thing is, again, with my jokes and my sketches, I like for there to be a few levels to it at once. If possible, I like there to be 1 or 2 or even 3 levels to what's happening in a sketch.
Yeah.
And that one, there was at most you could call it 2 levels, but really it was 1. And it was just over and over again this same joke that was the point of it, was to sort of, how far can you push this until it stops being funny, and then can you make it funny again?
Yeah.
But I just think either it had to be longer, which I couldn't commit more time to because it was always like already like a 5-minute long fucking sketch.
Yeah.
Or you pull it back to the point where it was previously funny, but I don't think it was ever funny enough unless you push it to the point where it becomes detrimental to itself and the sketch.
Yeah, which is always a word because they want you to turn off at that point. It's
Yeah.
not like in a pub when you do it on a stand-up when they're doing in front of you.
Exactly. They can just go, no, just fuck that. You know, and I don't want to do that. And also, the thing with PAMT is I do try to get sketches to be at most 5 minutes, and even then, you should only have like 1 or 2 5-minute sketches in an episode, because that's going to take up so much fucking time.
Yeah,
and you want to have like ultimately like 2-3 minutes long sketches for the most part.
Yeah, because the rest, like, if you did like a 20-minute episode with like 5-minute sketches, you only have like 4 sketches.
Yeah, and I mean, most of the episodes are half an hour plus. They're like half an hour and they're like usually 32 or 33 minutes.
Yeah.
The longest one was 35, I think.
But yeah, the audio stuff anyway, so this is stuff you'd listen to on the go and that.
Yeah.
So you did have longer.
But again, like, I don't think sketch shows as an episode should last longer than about half an hour. I think after that, you start pushing the amount of time that someone's willing to listen to just, you know.
You mean like on the telly?
In any situation. In any situation. I think sketches are great, and I do think that sketches can work live as well, but even then I think you've still got like a maximum of about an hour where people are willing to just watch you do sketches on a stage.
And to be honest, that just kind of turns into improv.
Yeah,
it looks like it anyway.
It seems like it.
improv.
Yeah, because like ultimately, what's the difference to a certain extent? With really good improv, you can get some really good sketches out of it, you know.
Yeah, there's no offensive improv either. I kind of like the concept of it. I don't know. There's something about it that I don't gel with when I see it.
It's because there's a certain degree of like
happiness.
No, not even that. It's like there's a bit of a culty weirdness that goes around with with improv, which
Yeah.
is like, everyone's funny. It's like, no, not everyone's funny.
Right.
Not everyone's funny, and like some people are funny, and some people are not funny, and that's unfortunately the way it is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not funny to me. It's always relative because so the people who are unfunny, there's other people who find them hysterical.
Oh yeah, like I said before, me and you have wildly different sense
Yeah.
of humour,
Yeah,
genuinely.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we still laugh at quite a lot of similar stuff, but
Yeah.
like,
Well, yeah, we have some
but
similarities.
yeah,
and
but
some
I am more
differences.
willing to laugh at stuff that is just inherently stupid. I
Yeah.
feel.
That's not my bag.
And that's not your bag at
Oh,
all.
what the fuck is this shit, man? I grew up with that shit with my friends, man. The hippie man, fucking all of them, the snowman, all the other mans, the Dave man. There's always a Dave.
So many mans, them.
It's just fucking all that stupid shit on. That's why YouTube. For me, that's what I thought YouTube was for like 10 years. Was all of that.
Yeah,
It might have been. I don't know. It was like just before the pandemic, I got into YouTube.
yeah,
A good time to, I guess.
yeah.
That's so much to watch back on. I see certain people that on it now, and they're like all like thin and stuff, and it's like seeing what they used to be like as well. Like you got like the Sidemen people
Yeah.
when used to be chunky.
I am really enjoying this cigar. This is
It's going to be a slow one for me to light tobacco because I can't help fucking taking it back. I'm trying, but I don't know how not to do it. I mean, when I was younger, I got told how to smoke wrong, and I can't even. I tried doing it like that.
It's like doing a waterfall. Have you done a waterfall?
You know about the thing where you
You let it go out of your mouth and
Yeah,
you
you
breathe it into
breathe
your
it,
nose,
yeah.
but you just don't breathe it in through your nose.
I don't like that thing. Anyway, I'm
No.
like, yeah, what are you doing, man? Just like, why are you breathing into your nose for you weirdo?
I do always feel a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger when I'm smoking on that.
Oh no, I
cigar
feel
as
like
well.
one of those people like, yeah, see, you know, hold my cigar. I'm
You're
gonna go
all
back to
a
1979.
bunch of economic girly men.
Hmm.
You know the problem with you? You're a pussy. And you should be more of a man. When I was a child, I lifted the weight of an entire elephant using just my pinky.
Sure you did, Arnie. I'm sure you did.
I have pictures.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
Originals.
yeah, I have pictures. Do you want to see them?
I would love to see them.
Mm.
Who in the world would?
My mother has them. She was buried with them because she was so proud of me.
It's a good story. The backdrop should be different as well. By the next time you come to pod,
Oh, it's going to be changing the backdrop,
Getting
doing
ready.
all the different things.
I'm gonna try and set up like a standing up bit over there.
Yeah.
Like maybe present like the beginning of things.
Yeah.
And then I got like some new little things over there. Like I smoke, I chill, and I know things.
That's
I got a doobie den bit of thing as well there somewhere.
yeah. That's good.
Change the bottom. Wax some more of these fucking things up. I keep forgetting. I've got the tape now, so
Yeah.
get some more soundproof on the go. Just so I don't have to
What
listen to it
other
now.
crazy shit happened this last year? Should we ask ChatGPT? Let's ask ChatGPT. Actually,
GPT is a good
fuck
one for
it. Let's ask Gemini.
Oh no, I don't know about that.
Where's
Gemini, the
Gemini?
weird one.
Where's my Gemini?
That's Google, isn't it?
There we are. Hey Gemini, can you? Oh, come on. Hey Gemini, can you give me a roundup of interesting things that happened throughout the year?
2023 was a year filled with
20
significant events.
2023?
I'm just taking that video off for a second. Last year.
That was.
That is last year still. Your nipple.
Oh, yeah.
What did you put in?
Hey Gemini, can you give me a list of interesting things that happened this year?
You said last year.
2024 has been a year
Yeah.
filled with significant events, both positive and negative. Here are some of the most interesting highlights.
Okay.
Notable events.
I'll read it out from you, Gemini. Thank you very much.
Just going back in a minute. I'm just doing something. Bear
So-
with me.
According to Gemini, the Russian-Ukraine war was an ongoing conflict that continues to shape the global politics and has far-reaching consequences for both countries and the world. How do we feel about that?
Did that start this year?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it continued.
Continued.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds right.
I mean, I don't know how much it seems to have affected that much. I don't know how much of the squeeze of that is what we're feeling in like the fact that no one can afford anything.
I don't know. I do feel like a lot of that is probably that.
Yeah, well, could be.
I do like, a lot of, you hear that about like the gas stuff and all that, and I like some of the stuff that like, is harder to get from places now.
Yeah,
And isn't there like different trade routes some things have to take or something as well?
yeah.
I sort of think about all the underwater internet lines around the earth.
Oh, and there's
So many.
and there's lots of activity around them at the moment of like submarines that are going like,
Oh,
ooh,
is
that's
there?
interesting. That's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's a good way to fucking go about things.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going to map them all out. The internet's one of the things that we use the most, really. Like any of that kind of stuff.
yeah. Climate change and extreme weather. We have had a lot more extreme weather events. That is
we
true.
really have.
We really have. This year, there's been storm after storm, like hitting America over and over again. Not to mention all of the devastating storms that have wiped out like hundreds of people
Yeah.
in like third world countries around the globe multiple times this year.
Mhm.
It's fucking mad how bad it's getting out
It
there.
is mad how bad.
It's mad how bad, bro. It's mad how bad.
Too much.
It's too much mad how bad.
I mean, this. I didn't think it was.
You'll be fine.
I thought I would be, to be fair.
What else have we got? AI advancements, artificial intelligence, just GPT talking about itself. AI, artificial intelligence, has made significant strides, with AI-powered tools becoming increasingly sophisticated and integrated into various aspects of life. Life.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I really should have clicked onto that. Got any? Go ahead. The screen will be back in a moment shortly. We are not partaking in anything.
We still exist.
Wow.
So yeah, it's interesting. What else have we got on there? There's space. Oh, they're fucking the most interesting fucking
Oh,
thing.
You know about SpaceX?
SpaceX.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, that was freaking cool.
They've done a couple of cool things, haven't they, though?
They've done a couple of cool things. Could you put that over there?
Oh, yeah, I've been the Ashley over too.
Oh yeah. And SpaceX is, again, regardless of what you want to say about Elon Musk, they are doing stuff that no one else is seemingly capable of doing.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Some people will say no, nobody else just wants to do it. It's like, yeah,
Well, really? Because if it was that hard, Jeff Bezos would. If it wasn't that hard, rather, Jeff Bezos would already be doing it, and he's clearly not.
yeah. Not saying it's. Oh, yeah. Does he want to be doing it? Didn't he try to do it with some penis-shaped rocket or something?
He's got that, but he's also got a new one as well, which is like New Glenn, because that was called New something.
Mark, New Bob,
Oh no, it's Blue something.
Blue. Oh,
Blue something.
Dubba Deba.
Blue dubba dee bubba die a dubba dee
Oh,
dubba die,
you all
dubba
want
dee
to put
dubba
that.
die, a dubba dee dubba.
Blue Dubba Deba die.
I fucking love that song.
Oh, I should not have brought it off.
What?
Every time I think of it, I still think of the kid funny a meme.
Yeah, well,
That's great.
it's hard not to think about memes, really, isn't it? I mean, they've
Aye.
become so integral to almost every single aspect of our life. I was explaining stuff in terms of memes to my dad earlier. I was like, oh, yeah, this meme going around. I was like, oh, fucking hell, why am I saying that? Why am I giving this word more credence?
It's already there, man. So you can't fight it anymore.
No, you're right. Oh, also, talking of AI as well, I have actually got some AI songs together that we will be playing later on
Oh,
for you on the podcast day.
Christmas, New Year time.
New Year stuff. People, New Year again.
Go out, spend money,
With New
way
Year,
too much,
a
and
New
still
Year,
won't end up with
New
any
Year.
courage of Dutch.
New Year.
I tried going out properly on New Year once, and it's just I'd done it before, and it was just impossible. And we always made an agreement. We always did from a long time. I can't remember when it started. It's been a while, it.
Yeah.
We always did New Year's Eve. It was just so much easier.
Yeah.
They don't count down at the end, and it's like, okay, we're good now. It's a much easier way to do it. Oh, that was when we used to try and go out as well, though. There was a period of time when everybody tried to go out more.
Yeah.
I used to be
Yeah.
a proper like
I
going out all the time.
I do remember when I was 18 or whatever. I would go out on New Year's.
Yeah.
When I was at uni and stuff, we always went out on New Year's as well. But
It was New Year's is what made the hippie guys stop drinking a lot and like nights out and stuff because he like passed out by like 10 o'clock or something.
yeah, you see, that does it. If you really get too fucking drunk, it's like my mate went to take us to well, not to take us because he wasn't driving, obviously, when you find out. But we were going to see a band, and he went to this the bar that they had there, and they were serving these fucking beers that were 2 pinters in a stein.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah, I'll just have one beer, I'll have another one, fuck it. And it's like he's chugging them back like they're normal fucking beers. You know what I mean? Like he almost didn't register in his head that, oh no, this is twice the size of a normal fucking beer. So fucking 6 deep later, he's had 12 fucking pints of beer, and he cannot remember a fucking thing about the fucking bands after about halfway through the night. It's just
It would be good. I've had that exact same story when I was playing as a band. I like just cannot remember it because
that's rock and roll though.
that's
Hardcore. That's proper hardcore.
Well, it wasn't so hardcore because I was in a betting costume at the time.
A betting costume.
It's when I was working at the bookies.
And you were fucked up.
Well, no, it's good. I finished at like 9, and we had it or like 8, and we had a gig started.
Put a screen back on. Put a screen back on. Let them see our lovely mugs.
Yeah, see, that's it.
Let them see you.
Well, I had a gig, and there was like the other guys were already out drinking beforehand, so I got up to them, brought some alcohol with me, and basically went too far to catch up with them.
Right.
I surpassed them.
Way
surpassed them. I drank like a full. I remember it was a Smirnoff vanilla vodka. I remember getting it and being like, "Wow, vanilla vodka!"
Oh shit!
I
No, I remember when that came out as well.
Oh,
yeah, man, that was good shit.
And back then, I really liked my alcohol as well. So I still had that whole bowl, like mostly.
What? This is alcohol and it tastes like ice cream? Fuck me, that's good.
I was drinking it while behind it. That's fuck by the end of it, man.
Yeah, I remember at one point when I'd first started drinking, and this is the first time I got properly drunk. We were left at my friend's house for a day while we were playing music in the band because we were an actual garage band because he had a big enough garage to do it. And we were all sort of, jamming away and we're drinking beers. And then it's like, hey, man, my dad's got like vodka in the thing. Let's have some vodka. It's like, yeah, fuck it. Let's have some vodka. So there's me fucking literally chugging vodka while playing an open string on a bass. Because you're a kid and you don't think that.
How old were you then?
Well, I was like fucking 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a kid.
Still one of your first experiences.
One of my first getting properly fucked up. And like you're like, yeah, I'm invincible, and you're a kid. And I was so drunk by the end of it
like 15,
that we were watching fucking Doctor Who. And I thought that there were 2 David Tennants. Not that there were 2 David Tennants on the screen, like hazy wise. Yeah. I was so drunk that I couldn't tell the difference between David Tennant and another actor.
You never get as drunk as you do at the beginning, like the first times you get drunk. You also learn to control it a lot better too, and not die.
Yeah, which is very good. Don't die.
But don't literally die.
Don't ever do that.
But then it's the next morning, isn't it? Like when you're younger, when you drink the most, though, you can bounce back the easiest. But then when you're older, you drink the least, and you bounce back. It takes you ages.
Yeah.
I stopped. I don't bounce the first time it falls. There's no bouncing back for me.
No,
it falls and doesn't bounce.
Yeah. I was thinking today. I was like, oh. Everything started to hurt. Everything started to ache. Literally, it's like it's not so. I think it's probably not so bad later on. It probably gets worse just in the way it feels. You get used to the idea that you're on the way down rather than on the way up. What? Physically?
Oh yeah.
But like when you're right on the cusp of it and it's just happening. And you're like, I'm feeling like I'm getting like near the top of where I'm going to be able to be. I need to do something about this now to try and lock this in.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking about going to the gym again as well. Because it's like, I need to start putting the effort in now while I'm still physically able to do so that I am still physically able to do so for longer.
Yeah.
You know?
I know what you mean. Yeah. having any kind of activeness will do it anyway. Will help, but
Going to the gym is
think-
just my preferred thing. I
Yeah.
don't like doing sports or anything like that, but I do like lifting weights whilst listening to music.
I feel like a sport anyway.
Yeah, but
Well, it is actually. What well, it's in the Olympics.
Yeah, but it's not like competitive or anything like that. It's you against your last version of yourself.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I like stand up as well, because I'm not against any other comedian on that stage.
Yeah.
I've never gone onto a stage and been like, I need to be the funniest, I need to be the best. I've always just been like, I need to be funnier. Well, you want to be,
Yeah.
but you don't need to be.
Oh, yeah.
I just need to be funnier than I was the last time I was on the stage.
Mm.
And if I'm less funny than I was the last time on the stage, I've got to change something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Guess away. Who was that then? Oh, I think it was you. The hell?
Might be those
Well,
AI songs I've sent you.
Oh,
Yeah.
bugger! I forgot you sent stuff. Yeah. My
Yeah. Those good old AI songs.
bad.
I'm sure you're all going to enjoy them. There's one that I think is the definite winner. But, you know, yeah. You can listen to them now if you want. Want to give it a go? Well, I mean, we can listen. I don't know.
No, if that's all it is, we can either put it.
Leave them for a little bit. Yeah. App not active. What? It's not an app. App Studio Rumble.
No, it's like Rumble. Yeah, so the one thing that's also another thing I thought about that happened this year, which again, super recent, but did you watch the Doctor Who Christmas special?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea, man.
Mm.
Probably a really good idea. Apparently,
I've fallen off on my appreciation of Doctor Who. Me and my
Yeah.
dad actually watched one of the really old Doctor Who's from like the 60s or whatever that they recolored
yeah.
to make it like look reasonable, and they
Yeah.
recut it so it wasn't like a 6-hour long like series. It was like an hour and a half movie.
Oh, okay.
And even then it was bizarre. It was just so fucking bizarre.
Shit just
And,
happened, I imagine, in that
the
case.
acting was terrible, man.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was back in the
so bad.
That's why they were able to make like so many films like so quickly.
Yeah.
'Cause they didn't do another take. They were like, okay,
Yeah, no,
okay.
just like, there we go, we're done. Moving on to the next shot. Well, I didn't even say that word in the middle. That's fine.
That's good enough.
Yeah, they'll get it.
Well, the 5 words is all we need, really.
Fucking crazy.
But I watched the new Christmas special. I've been feeling like that a lot with it lately. Jodie Whittaker, I was fine with her, but I thought the program was a bit terribly.
Yeah.
And then this new one, I've been trying to give it some chances, you know.
Yeah.
And then I watched this.
You don't want to just assume it's shit.
No, but I now know it's not written for me anymore.
No.
It is. I have like a whole. I was gonna do like a Doctor Who Christmas review in a minute or less,
Yeah.
and then I realised I'd written way too much stuff for a minute because
Yeah.
I have opinions.
You got a lot of opinions.
I have fucking opinions about it.
Yeah.
There's so much bullshit in it.
Yeah.
It's like you go to a time hotel, you make out like you've been there. But you go to this place, you're
Hang
walking
on,
out.
Time Hotel. I thought he was one of the only people who was supposed to be able to use time. How many other people are using fucking time around this
But
place?
they never really explained the time hotel, to be completely honest with you.
The fuck?
I still don't really understand what it was. But the weird part was he walked in like he'd been there loads of times, going in to get milk in his like whatever, going around, knew where the stuff was. And then he came back out being like, where is this place? Like, you literally said you'd been here before.
Mm,
What? There was so many bits like that.
yeah.
And I remember they made a big thing about the T-Rex bit when you fight a T-Rex in it. There's a big bit, you know, when you open the door and there's like a T-Rex there. And it chomps him away.
Oh,
and
I didn't even see the
they
advert.
start falling. You
So-
see that T-Rex for exactly as long as it is on the advert. It's there and it's gone again. Because they go in a room, it goes into, you know,
And of course, there's got to be a T-Rex room.
it's just the room. They take you, you know, to a portal to that time.
To that time in
I
space.
think.
Yeah.
Either that or it was very Monster Inc. I'm kind of confused.
yeah.
There was doors that went
Yeah.
somewhere,
Yeah.
but then he couldn't get. He was stuck in Earth for a year for some reason that they didn't really explain. You know, it's a time hotel. I don't know.
I don't get any of the Doctor Who stuff. It's all so fucking whacked out, and it's gone on for so long, and they've tried to keep all of it part of the story, and it means that it means that it's got so much baggage.
That's not the issue at all, though. A good writer could deal with that.
No, I suppose you're right. Because a good writer would look at the stuff that happened in the old stuff, say what had potential but wasn't done right originally, and let's make it better.
Yeah.
But what they don't ever do that. They just repeat the same shit that they've done 1,000 fucking times with new fucking characters that are more infuriating.
And so you'd think if they were like, okay, everybody liked the old ones, they don't like them now. Let's get the old writers back in for a load of money. They said they don't want to do it anymore. Let's do that. So they did. And that's what this was.
And it's shit.
And it's shit.
Because Russell T Davies is a shit writer.
He doesn't give a shit about it. Like, why would he? He didn't want to do it.
Awful writer. There was a bit, and I will talk about it every time on one of the old fucking Doctor Who specials.
Hello, Samir Khan.
On all the old Doctor Who specials, right? One of the old ones with David Tennant. He's there, and he's got all crippled up and old, and he's in a cage because he's been sort of absorbed of his time stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And he goes like everyone thinks or says the Doctor out loud, and that somehow rejuvenates him.
Yeah,
he doesn't give any reason why it rejuvenated him.
He
just goes, he just becomes better again because and I even saw the breakdown afterwards, and he goes, oh yeah, they're all just saying it out loud, and that resonates in the Doctor, and it makes him come back to life. He's like, why does it, Russell T Davies? This is a science fiction show. It's not fucking Merlin. What are you doing?
I think the last one they actually did start fucking with time and gods.
Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah, it's really not good. It's really not good anymore. I held out on it for so long, but it's just not good. It's not for me anymore. It's really not.
It's not.
I don't know who it's for, to be completely fucking honest.
I don't know who it's for.
It's a wokies who it's really for.
Some people love it though. Some people genuinely love it.
Some people used to love it.
Yeah.
Like this was the lowest viewed Doctor Who thing in history.
Really? That doesn't surprise me.
Which was great.
Yeah, because that sounds about right.
Gavin and Stacey killed it on their.
I still think that Wallace and Gromit should have got it.
But what?
The top slot, most viewed. Gavin and Stacey got most viewed.
Wallace and Gromit was on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you not see Wallace and Gromit?
I had no idea.
Oh my god, man!
That's probably why I did it.
It was so good. It was the returns of fucking Feathers McGraw.
Maybe they should advertise it. I want to help them.
They did.
I don't know.
It was, mate, you have to watch that.
They didn't advertise it to me.
It is genuinely brilliant. It's another like feature length one, and it is so good.
I don't know how I felt about the last the werewolf one.
Oh no, this you know the it's Feathers McGraw. You know in the Wrong Trousers, the penguin.
Vaguely.
It's the return of the penguin trying to get the diamond back.
Oh,
it's so fucking good, man! It's so good.
I might check it.
And they get they create a gnome, and the gnome creates a gnome army that turns evil. It's brilliant. It's so good.
No, that's making me want to watch it. I'll be completely honest with you.
Honestly, I know it's like kid stuff, but it is good kid stuff.
Kid stuff doesn't necessarily mean bad.
Yeah, it's genuinely funny.
Yeah,
it's genuinely funny.
I've just never been a big fan of Wallace and Gromit. Any of them.
I love
stop motion. I don't think I'm hugely keen on.
That's fair, but I respect
the hell out of it.
I love it so much.
It's alright. I respect the hell out of like stop motion because I know how long that shit takes. Everyone like did media had that thing where you had to make a stop motion. It's like damn, like
yeah, fuck that shit. I never enjoyed it. it. It's too meticulous for me. Even like 3D animation is still a bit much. Like the 2D stuff I'm trying to do is only going to happen, I think, because it's like essentially a slightly more advanced version of South Park. You know, the one I'm working on.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't think I've even watched any South Park this year.
I'm still catching up on all my South Park, so I'll get to it eventually.
I know there was new stuff, but I can't remember. I'm sure I must have at some point, but I can't remember any South Park. I haven't really sat down and watched myself. I don't even know where you watch it anymore.
Oh, you watch it on Paramount now?
Oh, Paramount Plus?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I've got that at the moment. I got a free trial.
Oh, there you go.
I might binge some then.
Yeah, binge yourself some fucking South Park, mate.
I was trying to figure out what I was going to watch while I had it.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, South Park then.
Yeah.
It was either that or was it? I found a Jack Black Santa film.
Oh, apparently that's awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Apparently it's awful. I mean, watch it because it's on there. If you want to.
It was just for the mother to watch because she's a big Christmas fan, ain't she?
But it's
bar humbug.
Do you know what the plot is for that one?
No.
Shall I spoil it?
Go ahead.
So it's basically Jack Black isn't playing Santa.
Oh yeah, he's playing
The
Satan.
kid, yeah, the kid
the
fucks
kids.
up his writing.
Yeah.
And calls, yeah.
I assume he's going to start being Santa-y in it.
Mm.
So I expect all the Christians to get angry, and if I don't, I'll be disappointed in them.
Yeah.
I want to see bombings.
What
from
did you think?
Christians.
What do you really think about Jesus if you're not willing to get angry over this movie?
It's true. Jesus died for your sins. Are you not willing to go and throw some rocks at them?
That's right.
I mean, that doesn't seem like too much of after me.
Get Westboro Baptist on them, motherfuckers.
Oh, that was a game they had in Squid Game 2.
Yeah,
Rock,
cool.
paper, scissors, -1.
What?
It seemed really easy, to be fair. I can show you. Look, you both do it. You know, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
And you both do whatever. And then you have to take one away, each of you do. You know, you both look at what you got, and then you both -1 and you take one away. And it's
Oh, fuck.
how it works out.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Because you got that.
Talking of -1, I was talking about Godzilla -1,
yeah,
wasn't I? Fuck me, mate. It's so good. It's so good. It's on Netflix.
Yeah,
so
I
if you've
did-
got Netflix.
I remember watching the trailer thinking it looked really good. I think you showed
Stick
me.
it on the English one. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know. But like, it's so much more like terrifying than any of the Western Godzilla stuff, because he is legitimately nasty.
Yeah.
Like the bit where, as I said, he does the atomic breath is so fucking devastating, because it literally, he fires it off. And I was expecting it to just be like a laser beam and wreck stuff and that's it.
Mm.
No, he fires it off, laser beam, instant nuclear explosion.
Oh. Okay.
It's like, oh, fuck.
It wasn't a dirty nuke.
No, it didn't seem clean.
That seems like fucking extremely problematic as a people to have a giant
nuclear
dinosaur
lizard.
running around
Yeah.
shooting nuclear explosions out of his mouth.
Yeah.
They need to do something about
His
that.
power up sequence is fucking awesome as well. Like the sort of the things on his
dinosaur
back,
need a
they
power
power
up
up and it like locks up each one of them as they're
Oh, I think
powering
once
up.
they do a bit of it in the
Yeah, it
trailer,
goes
don't they?
tick, 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 tick.
You were saying a naughty word, then I think.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what he's doing.
Yeah.
You fucking.
Is that? I'm guessing that's Japanese. That one.
Yeah.
So, a lot of that kind of like the Asian kind of series and all that. They are quite good when you actually watch
They're
them.
really good.
Yeah, a
They're
lot of the
really
people
fucking good.
come across as really stupid in it, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing in all of it. Or it's
Yeah,
just
no,
South Korea.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it happens in all of them. It's like in Kingdom, the one which is like feudal South Korea versus zombies.
Yeah,
Like,
cool.
there's so many times where they're doing stuff where it's like, no, don't do that. 'Cause that's obviously going to get you dead. Right, there we go. Fine.
Well, I realized at one point in Squid Game 2, and I realized maybe if it was like some kind of translation issue,
Right.
like somebody pointed out something really obvious, and I was like, you didn't need to point it out. Everyone already knows that, and they say it, and somebody else is like, oh wait, I understand what she's saying. She's saying because of that, we now have the numbers. And I'm like,
for
what are you thinking? But then
fucking-
everyone else around is like, oh, I see. Like,
Oh, for fuck's sake. Like, yeah, I hate it when writers think that they're smarter than their audience. Never assume that you are smarter than the audience. Ever.
it was ridiculous.
Ever.
That was it. It was the same.
Unless you're making Big Brother.
there
In
was
which
the same.
case, it's a mixed bag.
Oh, Big Brother was that good. What you
That's the
talk- what,
same
really
thing. It's a
bad-
mixed bag. You get people who are a lot stupider.
Oh.
And then you get people who are a lot smarter.
And Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Mainly stupid, though, to be fair.
Mainly
Especially on
stupid.
Love Island. That's a whole lot
Mainly
of dumb.
stupid.
Love Island's a whole lot of dumb.
That is hella dumb.
That's coming back for next year.
Oh, Christ.
Very early. Like, actually, I think it might start this year.
Ooh,
I'm not sure. Either by, you
a
know,
bit
very
of a
soon. Or,
crossover,
yeah.
if you will.
Takes us on to the next year. I don't
Have you
really
heard
know
of the
what to
crossovers they're doing with Godzilla? Speaking of which,
do. No.
Marvel Comics are doing a crossover against Godzilla.
Like-
So there's going to be Fantastic Four versus Godzilla,
Comics, I'm
Spider-Man
guessing.
versus Godzilla. Yeah. All that kind of shit.
The proper
Hulk versus Godzilla.
I'm guessing like the proper Japanese Godzilla in that case.
Yeah.
Hulk should be able to do something against him. But
Yeah.
he's giant.
I
man.
actually drew when I was younger. I drew a comic book Hulk in Godzilla's mouth, holding it open.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool.
So yeah, if they do anything like that, I'm down.
That seems like a thing you would have to have in there.
My favorite comic book crossover I ever drew was Snoopy versus Joker.
It's a match that everyone's been waiting to see.
Yeah, because there's just Joker sitting there tickling underneath Snoopy's chin, and Snoopy's looking scared with a bomb lit behind him.
I think I'd also, in that case, then I'd like to see like something with the Looney Tunes. I'm trying to think what though.
Oh, Bugs Bunny versus Doctor Doom.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
Wait, Doctor Doom. That's from Marvel.
yeah.
I mean, Bugs is strong enough. But I don't see how he'd survive
Or
that.
Bugs Bunny versus the Punisher.
That seems a bit more reasonable.
That's pretty
He's
cool.
got his bullets and all that. And whereas
Hey,
Bugs-
what's up, Doc? And he's always being shot by people with things like
Yeah.
Elmer Fudd. He's
Yeah,
always
it's
going
like a
for
real
him.
life
So
Elmer Fudd.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the one.
There you
That's
go.
the one.
I tell you what, I'd watch that movie in a fucking heartbeat.
Mhm.
Especially if they made it a fucking 15. Like, it doesn't need to be 18, but make it a 15.
You don't need 15 nowadays.
Yeah.
18 sorry,
Yeah.
nowadays. That's just porn.
Punisher versus Bugs Bunny, make it happen.
Yeah, man. If you actually had like Bugs Bunny in real life doing the shit he does, he'd be like a god.
Oh, they've got something which is like what was it? Epic battles or something like that, and they literally
Epic
just
rap battles,
they
yes,
no, not even that. They take up like fictional characters, they work out their stats versus each other, and then they do an animation of them fighting it out to show you who
Oh,
wins.
Oh, okay.
And it's really quite cool. Anytime there is someone who's got what they call cartoon powers or toon powers,
Mhm.
the other person goes down. Because if you've got toon powers, there is nothing you cannot survive.
Yeah.
There is nothing you cannot punish, send out.
Yeah.
You can survive a nuclear blast by eating the bomb, exploding into a giant size, and then shrinking back down again because you're
Very
a
true.
cartoon.
Very true. I have seen that happen.
Yeah. So they've done like Deadpool versus a different cartoon character. And it's like Deadpool dies.
Yeah, Deadpool ain't very strong. He just
Yeah.
keeps coming back.
Yeah.
But they have better ability to come back.
Yeah.
Deadpool can't eat a nuclear bomb.
No.
Just blow him up. I think Batman could take him with some time to prepare.
Batman
He'd-
could take him down because he'd find a way of containing him.
He'd go to that Roger Rabbit
He's like,
land.
you
and
can't
find
get
some-
out of this cage. Do you want to know why? Because I've made it out of cartoon.
That could work.
Look, it's an Acme cage. I've written Acme on it. You now can't escape. You
Whatever works, man. He would know this. He'd put the research in.
would.
He'd watch every single episode.
That's
And
right.
he'd know exactly
Except
what to do.
what he didn't do is he didn't watch the rest of the episode because he would know then that
He'd
Acme
lose.
is terrible
Yeah.
and he's just going to walk straight out and go,
But-
"Nyah, nyah, 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 nyah. What's up, Doc?
That's why the second time round he went and sought out the guy from Who Framed Roger Rabbit and got that gunk. That you killed him in.
Yeah.
He started spraying him with that.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorted that fucked.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fucking Batman's brutal.
Yeah, he's a person as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I reckon Superman could probably do that too, to be fair. But
Superman would just laser him.
Batman.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah.
If I was angry and I was Superman, get ready to get lasered.
That's why as soon as I saw
It's
like,
like Homelander.
Yeah.
That's
Ooh.
what I'd be.
that was this year. That was
You
good.
cut me up in traffic.
Yeah, that guy's got an issue, man. I swear.
Yeah. Did you watch the most recent series?
Yeah.
Because that was this year, wasn't it?
That was this year, yeah.
And like the bit where he fucking puts the other guy in the oven. He's like, hey, you know what was really
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that series, wasn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
damn.
like where he was like, you know, when I was in that oven, although I couldn't get hurt, although I couldn't
Yeah.
die, it still really hurt.
Did you shoot someone's dick off? Or no, lasers the dick off, don't they?
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's because you couldn't wank.
Yeah.
Well, shockingly, you know.
Yeah. What an absolutely terrifying fucking outlook there is for the next season on that. I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to the final season of The Boys.
I've always wondered what he would have done if that guy had actually managed to bust a nut in front of him. If he would have let him go then.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, well,
Yeah.
fair play.
Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, and your freedom. Yeah, let me just take you over the corpses of all your friends. Live free, masturbator man.
Oh, I am enjoying this cigar.
Yeah, I'm going to go back in for a bit more now too.
Yeah. I've nearly finished mine. Yeah, you can just enjoy that motherfucker over the next few days or few hours or however long it takes you. Just enjoy it. You can always put it back in that as well if you want. So feel free.
That's cool. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Can't fucking light it though.
You got to sort of, make sure you got the entire head covered. That's it. He's got it.
We got to get back again though. It's like trying to suck through a straw, and then
Yeah.
reminding myself not to swallow the liquid in it. That's how I used to.
That's a good way of looking at it.
That's how I used to learn it originally. I got told, like, suck it like a straw and then keep breathing in, like you're breathing in the liquid, which is just you wouldn't want to do normally.
Yeah. 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 Been a nice, gentle start to the pod.
Yeah. And you went back in my face. I already spent that day. What the nose?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2025 though. I mean, like I said, we've already got Squid Game 3, which will be coming out, so that's one cool thing to look forward to.
That's true. I'm looking forward to. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like I don't. Next year to me is a year of like weird opportunity. I think it's one where I'm just gonna have to, as I say, focus on what I'm doing, keep working at it, and then just hope that I get lucky. Basically,
Yeah.
that's all you ever do. It's like luck is when preparation meets timing.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
If I've already got an entire sketch show done and I meet someone who's like, "Hey, I'm looking for something," like,
yeah,
good, done.
Strong back catalogue of stuff is good. So I've also always tried to look at like doing all the stuff. You need to build up all the old things. Oh yeah.
Can't believe I did that.
Oh my god. That's the first time it's gone out. Damn. That's weird though. Then after a drag on the slip, after that, I got a proper taste the bud. Then
nice.
That's weird. But you get so used to smoking stuff, like you don't always taste it, or you don't realize you do need to smoke something else, and you smoke that again. It's like, oh wait, no, it still tastes completely different.
Yeah, it does.
I don't click onto it a lot of the time with taste of things like smoking, especially like I need a flavored tobacco and that. I've only had a couple that was actually like I can actually taste the flavor here.
Yeah,
not many though.
I had to toke quite a lot of tobacco in there to get that going.
Oh, your mouth appreciates it.
Yeah. No, it's nice to have a cigar, as I say, as a sort of. It's not something you do every week or every day. It's something you do not even every month. Like it's like every few months for a real important reason. Like if something good's happened, you have a cigar. It's a celebration, It's like it's the adult version of a birthday cake candle, once you because like birthday candles, it's like you blow them out and everyone's like, hey, this is a different kind of birthday candle where you sit there and you contemplate the year. You go, yes, I've had a good time. My portfolio went up. Yes.
Well, I'm just reading apparently there's something that Nostradamus and Baba Vanga predicted for Britain in 2025. I just feel like the second one would have just copied the first one.
British Doom.
I'm sure it's some doom in some way. Apparently predicting the rise of Napoleon. Oh, well, no, this is an old thing.
Cruel wars and the plague.
Oh, for next year, anticipating cruel. Oh, okay, we'll leave Britain in ruin. I think they're just off by a few years, that's all.
I'm down for that. Leave Britain in ruin, but let me fucking escape first to a different country.
I don't know.
Like a Medici.
The cruel wars might be interesting. I might stick around to see what they're like first.
No, you're not wrong.
You never know.
You're not wrong.
See the world go crazy.
See it go fuckity fuck.
It's the one thing you haven't really got to see yet in our lifetime.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we are the closest to watching the actual end of the world than any other generation has ever been.
Isn't that always the case, though? Really?
Yeah, but like,
I mean, that's always going to be.
But like,
case.
it's there's a high probability we might. Well, not high, but there's a reasonable probability we might see the end.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm still very interested in what these things are flying around, like, and what that will mean for next year.
Yeah.
If anything, though, a lot of time these things kind of happen, and then nothing ever happens, and then they just fizzle out. And that's it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And nobody will ever know, which is even stranger, really. It's going to be one of those things, though. like that people talk about, like in the future, like that time when like a load of the world was like covered by these random, and I say drones still.
Yeah.
Hopefully by then that's UFOs.
Well, no, they're never going to
Probably
say UFOs because they don't want to ever admit something. It's that thing that interested me about COVID is when COVID happened, everyone was like, "Oh, don't worry about it; it's not a big deal," and then it turned into a big deal. And now with this one, it's like, "Oh, don't worry about it; don't think about the drones; they're not that important."
But then nothing
Are
for
they going
anyone
to turn
to
out to
worry
be a
about.
big deal?
Well, they said nothing for anyone to worry about, and
Yeah.
they also have no idea what they are.
Yeah.
Which are two things that can definitely be true together.
Yeah, 100%. If there's something flying over the top of me and I have no idea what it is, I'm definitely fine with that.
Exactly. I don't know why you wouldn't be.
What is that? Is it a bird? I'm just going to assume it's a bird. Why is it making flashing noises? What are flashing noises?
I don't
Carl,
know.
explain to me what flashing noise is.
Well, that's my interpretation.
I think you're right.
Oh, here we go. Outrageous predictions for 2025. Let's see how some of these are.
Saxo, be invested.
Oh God, what is this? Oh wait, is this going to be a fucking? This going to be some.
This is going to be some
thing.
banking crap of like, this is where you should be investing your portfolio. Nvidia balloons to twice the value of Apple. That's incredible to be actually. Really? Holy shit.
What?
Nvidia is now twice the value of Apple.
Where's this? Nvidia. What is Nvidia?
The graphics card manufacturer.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me though.
Because they've got AI on board their chips, which now makes it so it can like produce like frames between frames at no extra like graphical power cost.
Oh wait, no, hold on. Look, these are predictions. Look, could it grow to twice Apple size and become the most profitable company of all time?
No, Ben.
Trump
Unlikely.
Trump 2.0 blows up the US dollar. I wouldn't be surprised.
That'd be interesting to see.
All this tariff talk is his favourite word of the English language.
Yeah.
Tariff. His favourite word. That's
Yeah,
another thing we learned.
China's economy is not doing well, so they're going to have to try and do something. But whether they're going to actually try and do a stimulus, I don't know. I don't think that's their vibe. I think their vibe is everything's fine, nothing's a problem.
What's a stimulus?
Investment into the country. So they basically take out a huge loan of like however much 50 trillion yen.
Oh.
And to be like, okay, now we're going to just invest in all of our infrastructure and make jobs and things like that to try and pull yourself back out of it. But I don't think that's Xi Jinping's idea of what he's going to want to do.
No,
what he's going to do is he's just going to keep on making it so that, you know, there's less money at the bottom and keep the money at the top exactly as it was, because that's exactly what he's done the entire time he's been in power.
Yeah. I like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, me too.
First bioprinted heart. Well, I'll stay on about that as another prediction. I feel like something that I wouldn't be. I looked at that and I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if that's already been done.
They've done stuff to sort of modify hearts to keep them beating, and there is a robotic heart in someone as well that's like fully functional.
Bioprinted. Oh, I'm guessing that would mean like as in so it'd be like printed.
Oh, they
with
take it out
organic
of your yeah, they take your DNA and they print you a new heart.
That'd be amazing.
The thing is like they say it's going to, you know, make it, you know, extend the lives. It's still not going to stop you from dying from stupid shit.
Well, no, you can't stop people.
Yeah, which is what the vast majority of people are going to die from. Like,
at least they get a chance to do the stupid shit before their heart gives out on them now.
Fair play.
Instead of before.
Fair fucking play. No, you're right.
Stairs,
I'm being negative Nancy.
Yeah, being a bit negative there.
I am.
You are though, they're still dead. Electrification boom ends OPEC. What's OPEC? Which OPEC?
It's the oil producing countries.
I don't know that. I don't know about that yet.
US imposes AI data center tax. I mean, that's probably not wrong. The amount of power that AI uses is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
That's surprising.
They're going to have to try and find a way to either reduce the power cost or find new avenues of getting power.
That always seems to be the thing, though, isn't it? From what I've heard with material science, it's always the issue is the power.
Yeah. Natural disaster bankrupts a large insurance company for the first time. I mean, that's probably not impossible.
Once again, I'm surprised that hasn't already happened.
Yeah, I mean, considering the likelihood that you're going to get shot if you deny the claims now as well, it's probably going to make it more likely they'll say yes, even if
What?
it does bankrupt them to pay out.
You get shot.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like the healthcare CEO.
oh,
Yeah.
God,
That was another thing that happened. Did
That
you
was
forget about
annoying.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did forget
Did
about
you see
that.
them fucking escorting him to the prison like fucking Superman?
It more sense.
It was crazy. He was like he was sat there like that, and they had like 18 armed guards around him. It's like he's not the fucking Joker, guys. He's just a dude who shot someone. Like, what the fuck?
It was very Joker-esque, though.
I mean, to be fair, they were probably like, there's a chance someone's going to try and like
Take him out.
get him free.
Okay, that's
essentially.
probably a better
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Because like there was a lot of anti-fucking CEO sentiment even after the CEO got shot.
Well,
I
we said,
wonder
like,
why.
big whoop.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Everyone's like,
CEO
oh,
that kills people got
yeah.
killed.
Oh, he said no to 33% of all health claims, but he's such a nice guy.
Even though that was double the rejection rate of the other companies
Yeah.
in the same sector.
And
You're
then one of
literally
the
the worst
other,
one.
one of the other board members came out and did a video. He's like, we are going to keep striving to put customers first and to put health payers first. It's like, what
That's
are
what they do
you
now,
talking about? You have never done that. You've
In their
never
head, that's
done
exactly
that.
what they do.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The really rich ones. Sterling erases post-Brexit discount versus the euro. As the Euro's economy struggles, fresh fiscal policy winds are blowing in the UK, driving sterling back to levels versus the euro not to be.
Oh, okay. So the pound could
Go
get
up.
more powerful, is what they're saying.
Oh, okay. I mean, I fucking hope so.
Mm.
Be a good job. It would be good if we did. Oh, go away.
It
woman.
would be.
But that's all of them.
There we go.
We do not want to get started.
That's actually surprisingly interesting for the predictions. You know, it
Yeah,
gave us a bit of
exactly.
a viewpoint on it that we weren't thinking of ourselves necessarily.
Oh, this would be your kind of thing. Top 5 emerging tech
predictions. Nice.
Oh, is this
Tech
this one? Yeah.
predictions.
Vigilance required.
Dick in your
tackle
predicted text.
AI generated threats. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely going to happen. We're going to start seeing AI generated attacks on like data houses and things if we haven't already seen it.
Like I say, that kind of sounds like the AI would do it off its own back, but I'm assuming more people using AI for it.
Yeah, using AI for it. So you'll basically go, right, you need to hack into this system for me. Let me know when it's cracked. Because you can easily program an AI to do that, and they're going to do it in a significantly quicker time than the vast majority of average people.
Yeah.
You know?
100%, yeah. Neuromorphic and quantum tech.
Oh, we didn't talk about
benefits.
the quantum computer stuff quite as much as we could have
Google
done.
things.
Yeah, because they were talking about it on Joe Rogan as well, where he was going like they're tapping into different universes. Now we don't know that. We don't know if it's tapping into different universes of information.
Okay.
But what we do know,
You've been watching Ant-Man too much, is that what it is?
yeah.
Okay.
What we do know about the quantum computers is that they work incredibly fast, and we don't know why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That just means we're dumb.
No, not even that. It's just that quantum mechanics is beyond our comprehension.
But we can use it though.
We can use it because we can see certain effects of it and then use that. But it requires a different kind of mathematics to work out what's happening in quantum mechanics.
Right.
And we still don't know what that theory is.
Okay.
Completely.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to understand.
We understand certain aspects of quantum mechanics, but the actual full way quantum mechanics works, like, so we, for example, we know how gravity works.
Yeah.
We can calculate how gravity works,
Yeah.
and we can always predictably land a fucking satellite or a lander on a different planet by launching it around other planets, getting speed boosts until it gets there. Right? So we're really, really good at that. But when it comes to quantum mechanics, we can basically go, there's a 17% chance it will do this.
It makes no sense, man.
And there's a 83% chance it will do something else that we're not aware of.
Do you know what that neuromorphic is?
No. Neuromorphic, I believe, though, is to neuromorphic would sound like it's trying to represent a brain.
One key application where you find areas which are different than oh, can't right.
Yeah.
There's too many words.
Similar
here.
to how neurons in the brain
here we go.
communicate. So yeah, essentially, the thing about a quantum mechanic computer as well is it can allow for it to actually think for itself.
Okay.
Because as I say, it doesn't just have 1 or 0 like binary.
Yeah.
It can go 1 or 0.
Okay.
So it's not like one or the other. It can be both, and it can make a choice of either one. So that allows you immediately to have some kind of what is considered free thought within the machine. So it could actually allow us to have not just AI as we see it now, but AI that is actually fully intelligent, alive, essentially.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
That's not what,
And
that's
not
not
only
what you
that,
want.
it would have computing power that would allow it to break down an equation that a normal computer, a stack of computers, would take thousands of years to compute, and it will do it in about a minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds quite powerful.
It sounds incredibly powerful. And this is like with the base models of the quantum computers that they've been making. This isn't like, you know, full level shit that they can put into mass production yet.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I don't understand what this neuromorphic is.
So
Is that any of the same part of it? Or?
Instead of processing information in a steady flow like current AI models, SNNs send information in short bursts or spikes, similar to how neurons in the brain communicate. This method is more energy efficient as it only works when there is something to process. It also means more powerful because it can handle the timing of signals in terms of when they arrive and how that varies, making them closer to how real brains work. So, like, essentially what it's doing is it's going, I don't need to fire that neuron until there is information that's being fired across it.
Yes.
So, like, in our brains are always shut down unless you're using that part of the system.
Yeah.
Like, that makes a lot of sense, but I still don't know how it makes it faster.
Fair enough, okay. I'm just going to switch away from that one because it hurts my head.
Yeah.
Advanced situal awareness to drive unified multi-domain and cross-domain integration.
What?
I don't think that's going to be situational awareness as I think it is.
No.
Okay, I was going to go through this because that just is a lot of big words again.
A race for electromagnetic spectrum dominance across the software-defined battle space. What?
To ensure the speed and
Is
agility.
battle space like the cyberspace
space.
where wars
Battle
happen?
space technology will become increasingly software designed.
Oh, yeah. Cyber and electromagnetic activities. So knocking out people's radars and things like that, and using viruses to get into people's networks and all that shit. So more of the AI stuff again, basically.
Yeah.
Space-derived intelligence becomes core to most sectors. What? Space-derived intelligence? Where are they coming from? Do they know something about the drones that we don't?
I mean, you know, this
is the only thing I can see as a logical outcome.
Well, yeah, I mean, so where is he? Is it saying that? The one, intelligence of space enables better understand and respond to changes across multiple. That doesn't sound like it. Largely advanced space technology, combined with the fact that satellites are becoming increasingly more cost-effective to launch into OF orbit. Sensors on board spacecraft are now to collect a range of Earth observation data. I don't think it's that.
No.
That's even more boring than that.
Yeah.
Ugh, get away. That's why they only put 5 of them on there, because they knew people would be, after the first 2, they'll probably be done.
Yeah. Can I borrow the lighter again? My cigar's gone. Whoopsie.
Yeah, I mean, I do reckon in 2025 we'll have more of the natural disasters and shit, because I think we're just going through a period of that with our planet at the moment where there's just a lot more shit. Like, it's foggy here.
It's definitely, I mean, again, my opinion with this is it's definitely been adjusted by man, but there are also other factors that are happening.
Yeah.
And the fact is that even if we did cut all of our fucking CO2 emissions right now, I don't think it's actually going to solve much of the problem anymore. Because
Our country
again,
is less than 1%.
there's the average person to match the annual fossil fuel usage of Shell, the corporation.
Right.
For the average person to match that amount for 1 year, they would have to live for 70 million years. Yeah. Or is it 7 million years? It might be just 7
No,
million
either
years.
way.
But either fucking way.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It's all the big corporations that got most. I mean, that's what makes sense, really.
I mean, it is. It's ultimately
it
it
to
comes
be.
down to the thing where it's like there's fruit that's grown in Argentina, sent to Thailand for packaging, and then sent back to America to fucking be sold in Walmart. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
And at the same time, a lot of the stuff is being grown by people around, just like
Yeah.
here, like in the farms and all
Yeah.
that. I didn't understand the
And not only that,
Christmas.
but because they're having to get the fruit there, they're having to refrigerate it all the fucking way over.
Yeah.
What the fuck, guys?
Yeah, it just, as we must know, it's just probably a cheaper way for them, or a way for them to make more money
Economically,
through
it's
it.
cheaper because
Yeah.
they can send it to somewhere where it's dirt cheap to package and costs them nothing.
It's just like it just seems so much effort for nothing.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but like it's just because all they care about is making money, as we see from the stuff. Like,
Yeah.
because as all the stuff changes, like things become more expensive. Like the electric companies want, and like the gas people, they want the same amount of profit, so they just put everything up.
Yeah, because they're a company, and companies have to show that they've got continuous growth. Because if they don't have continuous growth, shareholders leave,
Yeah.
and if shareholders leave, you've got less money, and then the company goes down.
So-
Because it's all built on fucking the idea that people with lots of money deserve to have it and should have more. Which isn't necessarily wrong. It's not necessarily wrong, but
yeah, it's not.
it should
right,
also be.
either.
It should also be that shareholders are just like, well, this is a company. Companies just make money. I don't have to see my shares constantly go up, provided I'm getting a return. Because you do get money for being a shareholder at the end of the year. It's just, why does it always have to be more than the last one? Because these people are fucking
'cause-
greedy, and they didn't learn to share when they were in fucking kindergarten.
Here's another thing people debate as well. Though people always, like we were saying earlier, almost people always, wanting to progress more and do more and get more. It's that same kind of thing. But at certain points, like, okay, like, do you need more when everybody else hasn't got?
Yeah, it's like,
Go on.
if you've got, again, I don't want to necessarily, I'd love it if I became really famous and really successful, but I will be more than happy just earning enough through my art to be able to sort of keep myself going.
Yeah.
I'm more
That'd be
than
cool.
happy with that. Yeah.
That's more like the artist dream, kind of.
Yeah.
In whatever manner. Like a lot of artists don't
I
get
think I'm
famous till
going
they
to
die.
call it on that one. That was a very nice cigar.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I've enjoyed what I've had so far, and I will get through it. So.
Yeah, don't rush yourself with it. It's a thing to be enjoyed.
Did we save it?
Yeah, exactly that.
Well, that's one thing I can predict for 2025. Then I will slowly get through that.
By the end of next year, it will be finished.
I don't know. It'll just be like a day, like the next couple of days, and I'm a smoky mood. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, don't forget that's there as well, so you can always put it in that.
What's that now? Oh, okay, cool.
The actual
Let's put on your
hermetic packaging. Yeah, let's listen to some songs.
See if
AI made for me.
No, show me notifications, your nipple. So is anyone here?
Yeah.
What's this shit?
Oh, it's asking for your fucking pin. Yeah. Okay. So there are 4 that I've sent you. Go to the top one first. Go down. That's one.
No.
There, yeah. Because for some reason I didn't put anything on.
Gentlemen dancing. Might be on here anyway. Oh wait. Hold on.
Oh, is it not playing?
No, it's not that. It's just I hadn't shared the screen or anything, so it couldn't be heard on the thing.
There we go.
Coming down here. Close to the screen anyway.
Nice. Okay.
Go back a bit.
So this is the
further then.
first. This is the first attempt. It's not great.
Yeah. Someone I'll use Udio though. It's good.
Yeah.
Steady foods, yeah, we dug deep. Potentially giant Jews making the lead. Stand walk the features creeping in our dreams.
The lyrics
Deep
sound
sea
like
creatures
this,
posing
really.
wild schemes. Donald Trump bullet, dodge through the news. Celebrities and clutches, airing their blues. Switchy logic, we can go for years. Bringing intellectual, gotten into your ears. Switchy logic, yeah, we ride and hide. Next year, don't take a logic to the rest of God.
Yeah.
Worst places to live, caught in the breeze. Dr. Satan with the ship, bringing us our knees. Oh, Shay didn't do it, but the story spreads. Paul Tyson fight with shit, headlines misled. Elon Musk flying high with treatment sword. Mermaids fight with shit, that's rumors explored. Elon Musk flying high with treatment sword. Mermaids want revenge, that's rumors explored.
There's nothing we like better than feeling your mind and lots of different stories taking your brain from behind. This world is a mystery, that's the truth. Just sit right down, squishy logic will like you.
Not bad.
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be saying it's very hard.
I think he is, but I
Yeah.
don't think I can.
Lady and Nathan making your brain
Oh, no,
spin.
okay,
10
no,
million atoms spin in the head of all being true. When logic defines, switch your logic, gonna blow your mind. Switch your logic, we could go for years. Bringing intellectual, dropping into your ears. Switch your logic, yeah, we riding high. Next year, don't take the logic to the rest of the guys.
I liked it.
That's a good one. It just does a little thing at the end. It's fine. So that one's pretty good. The next one, not so good.
Oh, okay.
Next one's a bit weird. I'm not sure what it was doing here, but it seems like a really angry garage band who doesn't want to be there. These ones get quite a long opening on them.
Yeah, a lot of them did on these.
Yeah. I got it to go
Deadly
early.
food, giant dupes, skinwalkers sleeping, deep sea diving, creatures out there keeping, dodging bullets, trumps with logical feature, celebrity views, what's the hardest creature living in the
It
woods,
did
but
its
it's
own
not to
lyrics
sing
on these ones
strides,
as well, and
OJ
this
takes
one
all the
didn't
time,
work
ties
out
and
quite
fights,
as
loads and
well.
loads of pride, we've been going for years, bringing in electrical, cutting in the years.
I sort of gave it ideas when it was doing, but I didn't say use these specifically.
Eon journey flying high, captivate space remains with intent. The depth, the deadly chase, world's mysteries unfold. Riddles on the go, let's explore it further. Never soul will fold. Lunar madness, sons of weakness. Life's gems entangled in logic's carelessness.
What do you mean by the hanging man?
Yeah. It's not as good as the other one, but it's still like it's good. Yeah, it's still not bad.
Cool music, trapped in chaos deep. Inside the reality, shatters and leaps. Exploring all together, wandering through. From past to present, on logic for lose.
There you go. These next ones, I am going to ask you which ones you think are best when we get to the end as well. These next ones I did on a different one. I gave these specific lyrics to do. I think this one might be my favorite version so far.
That's the one. That was the one that was just on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I think that's the one I'm
Yeah,
not as keen on.
Yeah. Go for the new one on the left.
I wonder why it looked different then.
So I gave it a specific lyrics.
Oh, okay.
World's head, me and stools, were them really giant dudes? Were dragons even real? This big man taught to steal. Dr. Satan comes for you. Self-help is a tool. Quit a job the cool way. It wasn't even OJ. Putting up a decay, a painful in your ears. From monsters to crime, scary to surprise. Squishy logic is the greatest of all time. It's the greatest of all time.
It gets better.
I like it already.
Yeah.
Trump was shot at, COVID wasn't from bats. Coincidence in history, you just fucked up history. EA ultra mind control, AI is a shit show. Brazil has a Roswell, other drones we can't tell. It's a shit show. Putting up a decay, a pinfall in your ears. From monsters to crime, scary to surprise.
It gets weird here. I don't know what it's saying.
That's to know it's you. Said it's moments of pay. And that's nice. And when to kneel, some monsters to crime. Scary surprise. Yes, the name. Yes, the answer. It's a chance why it's like your mind. It's a chance why it's like your mind. Up to sandals on tulip to comedians. Your computers are helping us bring this to you. But most of all, thank you for listening. See you in 2025, yo. Peace.
I like that one.
That's really good.
With that weirdness in the middle.
Yeah.
That's definitely the best of the five.
Yeah. And then there's the last one at the bottom.
Yeah.
The blue one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This one, I don't know quite what it was doing here.
World's deadliest foods were there really giant dudes? Were dragons even real? Vince McMahon tough as steel. Dr. Satan comes for you. Self-help is a tool. Quit a job the cool way. It wasn't even OJ. Squishy logic, yeah, we've been here for years. Putting a book of info in your ears. From monsters to crime, from scary to sublime. Squishy logic is the greatest of all time.
It's the same lyrics, so yeah. This
Like
one,
funny with
yeah. This one's just, I don't know. It doesn't have quite the same vibe as the first one.
Yeah, it was slow, isn't it?
Yeah, the first one's really happy.
Yeah.
Trump was shot at. COVID wasn't from bats. Coincidence in history. YouTube's fucked up mysteries. MKA ultra mind control. AI is a shit show. Brazil has a Roswell. Are they drones? We can't tell. Squishy logic, yeah, we've been here for years. Putting a book of info in your ears. From monsters to crime, from scary to sublime. Squishy Logic Podcast is the name, just had to remind.
Yeah.
I definitely like that one.
Most of all, thank you to you for listening.
Yeah.
See you in 2025, y'all. Peace.
I think yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, that's the roundup song that I put together. I think it's not bad, personally. You know, you can disagree, but I think it covers most of our good topics this year. MK Ultra has popped up quite a few times, so you know it's not like it's brand new material for us. But yeah. I just had to find things that basically worked with the lyrics. I had to find things that rhymed. You know how hard it is to find things that rhyme when you're going through your own podcast names? It's like, no. But it worked, I think. I think it worked. And it does go to show the scary power of AI song making. Yeah. So yeah, it's been pretty fun doing the old
Oh, my giddy.
no. Oh good giddly gods.
Oh, damn.
Oh damn.
Oh, at least I've got most of it on there. Look.
He's got it. He's got it. If I
Move it up for now. Yeah, just pretend you was in there. All the method move.
Yeah. There we go. Right.
Oh, yeah, that was an easier cleanup than normal.
Yeah, there we go.
Didn't happen. Let me
So
go back.
yeah,
I think what was the first one again now?
that first one you can. Oh, I can't even remember how it goes.
Oh wait. What?
What?
Oh, I must have gone to the next one, that's why. Oh yeah, that was the first one, wasn't it? Oh
Yeah.
bugger. Didn't do that exactly.
Which one do you prefer out of them? Obviously not the like weird metally one,
No, this I
or
think
the
the
sad one.
this kind of
Yeah.
Scarpunky one.
Yeah. I think that's the best one. I think we should probably put that on at the end of the podcast for people to have a good listen to as well, without me chatting over the top of it. You know.
You heard that much.
No, but I think considering that I sort of wrote the lyrics and just told it to do it was quite impressive what it managed to do with it. Get the mics back on. Yay! There we go. Yay!
What he told us to do then?
So what are our predictions for next year?
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the real question.
I think Doctor Who will continue to plummet down.
That's probably true.
If they even bring another season out this year, I don't know. I think they're supposed to be, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Wrestling will go up though.
Yeah.
First,
Definitely. There's loads and loads of fucking stuff happening in the wrestling space at the moment. There's
going to fucking Netflix very soon. It's going to be a giant episode on the 6th of March. They're doing loads of shit at it, it seems.
Yeah.
A lot of rumored shit too.
There's going to be a huge launch and they're going to try and bring everyone in on it. And
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next few people will be like, well, where's all the crazy shit that happened last time? They can't do that every week. But it's coming in WrestleMania season, so it's the best times either because a lot of shit does happen constantly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
WrestleMania season, baby.
Nice. Yeah.
Technology wise,
I think AI is probably just going to continue becoming more and more impressive. We've got robots starting to turn up.
they are becoming more seen
Actual
now.
robots.
The Optimus,
something like that. Yeah.
the SpaceX one.
Yeah.
Think
So
it's
you're going to
Optimus.
have potential actual robot helpers around your house and stuff. That's something that we were told was going to happen years and years and years ago.
You're actually going to sale now, 20 grand or something.
It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
20. I'm guessing that's $20,000.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that much for it.
But it does. It seems not far off from fucking iRobot.
I don't.
You know?
But they can't look. They can't really have that strength, though, can they? Because they don't have the base.
No, but the base models won't have that strength. It's once people start going, why can't this thing carry my sofa upstairs? You know?
That's a good shout.
You know what I mean?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Actually,
Yeah.
we'll have delivery robots and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how they get strong.
That's how they get strong.
It's all the beefcakes. All the jobs that the beefcakes would normally do.
Yeah, the robots will start doing them.
Oh, only the
And then
beefcakes.
there'll be less beefcakes around to fight the robots.
That's true. Yeah.
It all comes into one fucking terrifying end for humanity.
And that's what happened next year.
Yeah, yeah. I think Trump's probably going to be just as sort of divisive as he was in his first term, because there's going to be loads of people who fucking love him and loads of people who fucking hate him.
Yeah, I think no matter what he does, that's going to be the case. To be honest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. He could do basically as little as Biden did, and
oh, then they just be like, "You're not doing enough."
yeah.
But I mean, yeah, no matter what, I don't think it'll be that bad though. Just
No.
looking at the people he's getting together for it, he's getting like a group of people that are not the norm, kind of.
Yeah, well, he's always been anti-establishment, hasn't he?
But he
That was the funny
tried to
thing
fake
again,
it
was
last time,
that
though.
fucking Kamala Harris was trying to show herself as the change candidate in a race where everyone knew that she had to do at least half of the fucking work for Biden, because there was no way anyone else was doing it.
Yeah, but she should have been anyway.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that she was the vice president.
Yeah,
She should have been doing some of it. She was literally talking the whole time like she wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there.
I wasn't even in the building, son.
Wasn't even there, man.
They told me to go get ice creams.
I can believe that for Biden though.
Yeah.
I go get some ice
You
cream.
get some ice cream. Make sure you get the bubble gum. I love that flavor. You ever try bubble gum in the hot sun?
No, Mr. President.
I once put bubble gum on a cat,
Oh,
and the cat ended up falling off a cliff. That's sometimes what happens. Cats die.
they do. They don't have 9 lives. It's a lie.
Not like dogs. Dogs live forever. I had a dog. It went stiff, went cold, and I thought it was dead. I came back the following day. Would you believe that dog was still alive? It had gotten smaller and changed color, but it was still the same dog.
That's why he was cold, I guess. That was good.
Yeah.
I could have
It's literally just a guy in a fucking old people's home just rambling on. Just free association.
That's it feels like that's just him to a T, yeah.
Yeah. Just pick a word out of the previous sentence you said and make an entire different tangent with that. That's Joe Biden.
It's a shame we won't get much entertainment. Oh no, we will
Yeah.
we'll do Trump actually.
Oh, yeah,
so we've
with a
got plenty
whole form of
entertainment.
different
Yeah.
entertainment. It's going to go from fucking a depressing like story of one man's fall into Alzheimer's to one man's wrestling show. Oh god,
I would imagine he would die this year. That feels like a safe
Biden?
prediction.
Biden.
Yeah.
You reckon Biden's dead by
Yeah.
the end of the year?
I don't even mean assassination or anything.
No, he's just going to die of old
Oh,
age.
you got-
I don't think you're actually wrong.
He pushed too hard on the toilet. Something like that,
Yeah.
So that's what got out of it.
Fell down, broke his hip.
Mhm.
Star on the floor.
Butt naked.
Then his dog ate
He
him.
could have got up, he just chose not to, that's the thing. He wasn't injured. He just chose
Yeah.
to stay there.
He's not even chose. He just didn't know how. He was just like, "What? Which way's up?
Yeah, he didn't understand how to get up.
Do I go this way further? No, that's the floor. No, I'm going this way."
He's still in charge of the nukes right now.
Yep, still got his fingers
Cool.
on that button.
The
Yeah.
6 for that as well for Trump. I think I've heard the 6.
I don't know.
I feel like it might have been because
I think it's January 6th.
I remember thinking, oh, it was the same time as Raw on Netflix.
Yeah.
Like, do you know that Prince Dickman's wife is the Secretary of Education now, which she will be
Okay.
when Trump gets in.
Right. Who?
Linda McMahon.
Really?
Yeah. She
I think you've told me this before, but I still didn't believe it.
she
then.
tried to get into politics and that before. She never really did too much.
Right, and now she's being given the opportunity by
Well, the big
the
opportunity.
orange one.
By the orange one?
The orange one himself.
I think it's Secretary, they call it, Secretary of Education.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Overseeing it all.
Jesus Christ.
Because, I mean, but when you see her managing to fake being comatose and then stand up on that chair and kick her husband in the balls in the middle of a wrestling ring,
you know
so that
she
the Rock
can
can get the pin, you know she means business.
Yeah, you know she can teach some maths.
It just shows how much they must have threw into that campaign.
Yeah, man. Jesus. McMahon was always a huge fan of Trump though.
Yeah, no, buddies.
Yeah.
Similar people.
They're very
Yeah.
similar.
You can tell.
Yeah.
I could see maybe Vince being worse. In all honesty,
Yeah.
just because if Trump had done any of the stuff that Vince had done,
Oh,
we would have found out about that
yeah,
while he
yeah.
was running for president. You
Yeah,
know, in my opinion. Whereas Vince was finding out all this crazy shit now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they had to pause.
There's
the,
a reason why Vince McMahon never would have run for president. That never would have worked.
Oh, that one never. But his wife, you know, right up there. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
That's cool.
She's not him.
They're strange now. Like they're not really together too much.
Yeah.
I think.
Right. It's one of those marriages of like
Convenience.
Convenience. Yeah. No, I mean, you know, if it works for him, it works for him. I don't think it does.
From the sounds of it, it really doesn't.
Oh shit.
Any other?
What other predictions could we do? What's going to happen in Ukraine? We reckon.
That'll be very much Trump again, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, it's all down to Trump.
I thought before that maybe he would just kind of take all the support out, but I don't know now from little things I've seen.
Yeah, so it's hard to say whether it's going to be like completely pulling support, or whether they might pull like a little bit of support, or whether they just don't do it at all. And
in that quiz yesterday, I rewatched the point where Biden presents Zelensky on stage and calls him Vladimir Putin.
Oh God!
Like, I mean, he's going to be Putin. He's going to be Putin. Zelensky.
Yeah. Oh God damn it!
I don't know if I'd actually saw that properly before when I saw it.
Yeah.
Like, and you can just, I never really looked at Zelensky. His reaction is great.
Yeah. He's like,
Trying to keep it together.
yeah. The fuck did you just say?
We don't have the same first name as your enemy, though.
No.
You're asking for trouble from a senile president of America.
Yeah.
It's his own fault.
He should have worn a name tag.
Yeah,
Zelensky.
Zelensky, not Putin.
Although he probably would have thought that's just the name of his shirt company or something.
And he never would have been able to read it. They'd have to put it phonetically for him.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Zelensky.
Yeah.
Ski, you know, President Ski.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know about this country, to be fair.
No.
Well, like,
It's weird.
Talking about trying to have an election.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that'll happen either.
They're going to stay in power for a good while yet. For a good few, like a couple of years at least.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll see what happens.
How long is it? Is it supposed to be like 4 years, like the Yankees?
Is that no? I think it's 5 years here.
Ugh.
Yeah, but we'll find out how it goes. You know, it might work, it might not, but
I see. I would not be shocked at all if Thingy carries on growing that reform.
yeah, no,
going
that's
well.
probably likely. That's likely.
From everything so far, there's been so many people leaving Labour and stuff, and
Yeah,
the Tories, like actual different sides, going to reform.
yeah, because everyone's sick of the bullshit.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, there's only one option for people who say that they're sick of the bullshit at the moment, and that seems to be reform, because everyone else is just like, no, we can fix the systems. Like, the system's broken, guys, in a way that doesn't require fixing. It needs a new system.
and he's destroying,
Yeah,
stepping on.
We need a new system that works for everyone, because this shit ain't working.
We should have an episode at some point where we go through like all the stupid shit that they do in Parliament still.
Oh, yeah.
Just crazy shit.
Yeah,
isn't
the dumb stuff of Parliament is a
Yeah.
great idea for a podcast.
there?
All the stupid words they have to use and things they have to avoid saying.
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
many weird little rules and
Yeah.
hats they have to wear. at
and you have to
certain
stand
times.
here and say this, and then you have to say, to the honourable gentleman.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Some
None of you
really weird
fuckers are
things.
honourable, and you know it.
Nah. I was shocked when they all got it. That's another thing, actually, a big thing that happened last year.
Yeah.
That the assisted dying thing got voted through.
That's true.
That was a big thing.
That was a big thing. That's something that I've always sort of supported the idea of someone being able to choose to end their
Yeah.
suffering. I don't see why there's any problem with that. But it is difficult where you draw that line.
That's more the problem. Like, I just look when I was all for it, but then I saw that thing about Canada and what it's been like over there,
And
kinda
it's
made me think,
weird.
oh, okay.
Because some people, no matter how well the lawyers try and write it, can twist laws to do stuff that shouldn't be done.
Well, in Canada, it just like it became more open
Yeah.
after a bit. Like,
To the point where they just started offering it to almost anyone for anything.
like
Yeah.
someone goes in asking for a pain or something, and they're like, "Well, if you consider this made," and it's like killing yourself.
Yeah. It's like, oh
the
well,
most effective painkiller, to be fair.
you can't walk at the moment, so you may as well kill yourself. I can still eat and do stuff and watch TV.
Yeah.
Nah, kill yourself. Mate.
I am alive.
Yeah, no. You need to be dead. It's a lot less of a drain on our resources.
Like because over there as well, apparently it's like the time for that is really short. It's
Yeah.
like 90 days or something short. When other things like ages to get anything.
Yeah.
Which is the same. It takes ages. Like England is terrible for our healthcare and that.
Yep.
It's kind of weird.
We used to have a
trusting them
healthcare that
people-
was the envy of most other fucking nations because people could just walk in and get cured.
That's why he died.
Yeah. And now all these other fucking nations are looking at us and going, why the fuck are you dismantling something that worked?
Hasn't worked for a while. That's the problem.
No, but that's because of governmental bullshit where they keep on going, oh, we can take more money out of this and that, and then we don't need to add more funding. Never.
I think it's also the people at the top of the hospital stuff too.
Oh yeah, there's
It's
definitely
not
people
just
because there are
so
people
much
who
funding that comes through.
Yeah.
It's like,
and there's
how is
some
this a
people who
problem?
literally skim stuff off the top, and
Yeah.
they've been found in multiple places. Like it should not be that easy to just take funds out of the National Health Service.
they run it, so it's like
It's fucking crazy.
yeah, they should have like people watching like over everything. That's the
Yeah.
kind of the different reforms you'd hope that would come in.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit you need, man.
Yeah.
I don't understand with the amount of millions of stuff that they get. They got so much more given again on this last one, and they still have like ambulances like piling up, like in a queue. It's like,
Yeah.
there's a better way to do this, surely.
Yeah, part of the problem as well is that there's just an aging population, and we've got a lot of people who
Oh, aging.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they've
We
got
said Asian.
No, aging. Yeah.
There's an
Well,
Asian population is bad.
Yeah, they've got an aging population that means that they require a lot of extra healthcare, and that means that there's less healthcare opportunities going around for other people. But you've got to prioritize those people because they might die, and that means that other things get pushed down the list. And
That's how it should be, though.
it should be. But the problem is that once you've got like. In comparison, I think the amount of elderly people is more than it's ever been in comparison to the amount of young people.
Well, it's got to
essentially.
be with population being bigger than it ever
Yeah.
has been.
And
Surely it
that
has
means
to.
that there is just less tax revenue coming from the people who are working to be able to cover the people who aren't.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's what
and
you're
it becomes this thing where no matter how much money you keep putting into it extra, you're still basically just adjusting for the more people that you're having to deal with anyway.
Yeah.
It's got to a point now where, again, with that, the only thing we can realistically do is try and find other sources of funding for tax. And again, it seems ridiculous that I don't think I can say in 2025 that by the end of the year cannabis will be legal, because that is such an open and ready tax opportunity that the government just continuously ignores. Where it's like, if I could walk into a shop and buy this shit and I didn't have to buy it in bulk all the fucking time, I'd smoke less of it for a start, because I'd always be able to just go and get a bit when I wanted
that's what you're
some.
saying. Yeah,
and more importantly, I'd be paying tax on that shit, and I don't mind doing that. Yeah. But
I really don't know how it's ever going to happen. But I thought that would be just a dying thing. So
yeah.
Like, I was just to think they never even like all turn up at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
there's obviously needs to be something that's pushing people from behind somewhere.
The problem is as well,
do
there's a
it.
financial incentive, again, as we talked about in one of our old episodes,
Yeah,
that for governments to keep it illegal because they can control who's allowed to make it, sell it, and distribute it.
Yeah.
You know,
and they can just export it.
yeah,
It'll make a lot
export it
more
to all the
money.
other countries, make shitloads of money off of it.
Mhm.
But you can't use it here because it's illegal. Fucking what?
You go anywhere else and use it too. Like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
many other countries.
Oh, we sell
now.
it to Germany all the time, but don't you fucking use it.
Yeah, it's easier to smoke bud here.
Yeah.
The only legal way to smoke English grown bud is to go to Germany and smoke it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fuck.
And you couldn't take it there, but the government can.
Yeah. In bulk.
It's huge amounts.
Huge amounts and fucking crates. Just crates and crates of bud.
But it's weird to imagine what English bud like that would be.
Yeah.
But, you know, I suppose it's probably one of the harder ones for us to get in many ways.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I reckon it's probably pretty good.
Probably ain't bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad shit, probably.
But it's kind of just like, if it's decent bud, then it's like always at a certain level nowadays.
Yeah. There is shit stuff around, but it's a lot less common these
Yeah,
days to
'cause-
come across shit.
Because there's a lot more of a market for it. So
Yeah.
then, like, Like a literal
There's,
called,
I mean, you can. It literally sells itself. This product. It is
Yeah.
not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone wants some, and you can't stop us.
Well,
So-
no, that's the problem. No, they can in a lot
They
of ways.
can't stop us. We are unstoppable.
That would be an amazing thing. I don't see it being a prediction even for next year, but if
No.
Bud was legalized in any manner. I mean,
No.
in a sense, though, there is already some just been legalized for like medical marijuana.
Yeah, but again, it's
Only
that
for
it's that thing.
private.
It's like most other countries make the leap pretty quickly from okay,
Yeah.
we've got medical, so now in a couple of years we're going to eventually push for recreational.
Mhm.
But I just don't see that happening with the kind of politicians we've got in the UK. None of them are willing to stand up
Yeah.
and say what they think is right. None of them are willing to stand up and say anything against what they think the population think. But the thing is, they're so out of touch, they don't understand what the population think.
Yeah, how could
Because they only listen to what they get from fucking polls and stuff that they put out.
Yeah.
And the only people who answer what they fucking think on polls are fucking pensioners. With nothing else to do because they've been sent this letter in the post that asks them what they think, and they say, "I'll tell you what I think. I hate the fact that they're out there and they smell. It smells really bad when they go past my house when they're smoking it. I don't like it." And that's all they think that's out there. When in fact, if you looked at any other group in the fucking country, they'd be like, "I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I like it."
yeah, that would be a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the things. Then, like,
I mean, they're
next
saying as
generation
well.
disappear.
Yeah, they're saying like, oh, people aren't drinking alcohol as much. The Gen Zers, they don't drink alcohol.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because they're all fucking high on weed, you idiot.
Is that,
Not
saying that's the bad
doing
thing.
stuff. They're just not doing that.
Yeah.
And you're not going to force them into doing the fucking alcohol because they've seen what alcohol does to people.
It's hard to drink sometimes, man.
It is.
You need, like, after a certain point, you need.
It's because it's not good for you.
Yeah, it's really not good for you. Is
It's
it?
really not. Like, you know that sensation you get when you drink a lot of alcohol and your stomach starts to sort of boil and churn?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good for you, motherfucker. I mean, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's literally poison.
It is, yeah. If you drink too much of it, you die. It's a poison.
Well, I mean, you drink too much water, you die. But I know what you mean.
You know, but again, it's that thing. It's like there are no poisons. There's just lethal doses.
Yeah.
But alcohol's lethal dose is significantly lower than most people think it is.
Oh yeah, like in
Yeah.
one sitting as well.
Yeah, you can easily kill yourself on
Yeah,
alcohol.
yeah. Like some of the stuff you see people doing on like films when they're just necking like bottle after bottle of like straight spirit.
But
Like,
that's
you'll
the-
die.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's where I sort of, you see it happening on a movie or something. You think it's really cool.
Yeah.
And then you end up vomiting after watching fucking Doctor Who on the way home. It's fucking terrible.
So even now, I still regularly see like people like come back like get a drink or something with the spirits or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's socially acceptable. I'll do that then. And it just hurts.
Yeah.
It just
Can,
hurts.
can you bop off the screen for a sec so
Yeah.
I can do a little bit of a...
There you go.
Thank you. Oh.
Become barman, the king to drop.
But I just, yeah. Ah. No, it's been
Well,
it's been a difficult year, and it has been very nice
To be
to
had,
have
it has.
this podcast as a place to come to sort of just get away from all the crap as well. So,
Same,
so
yeah.
thank you very much for that.
same as well.
Yeah, because it's like no matter how shit my fucking day is going, I know I can come here and I can just have a conversation about something weird and interesting, and we get to entertain all you listeners and
just endless stuff
viewers out there.
and there's endless stuff as well.
Yeah, it
Talk
never
about.
stops. We always find new material, always find
There's
new stuff
always
to talk
stuff.
about.
When you talk about the world, all the shit that's happening
Yeah.
in the world, there's so much weird
Yeah.
shit that's happening in the
And
world.
you'll find one YouTube video and it will send you down a rabbit hole. And you're
Yeah,
like, I've got
yeah.
to do a fucking episode on this shit.
You think you've found everything, and then just all the time there's just new
Yeah.
shit popping up.
All the fucking time. And it's nice to have an excuse to sort of keep your eye out on this stuff. It's nice to have an excuse to work out your comedic muscles on something that's like topical to a certain extent.
And the best
Yeah.
thing as well about like the pandemic is finally coming out as well now.
Yeah.
Finally,
Yeah.
years later, we're getting what we wanted.
Did
All
you
the true
notice
crime-
the
all the true crime documentaries about people
Yeah.
that were murdered during the pandemic?
yeah.
You knew it was going to be like the numbers are going to go up. So there's going to be so many new episodes a few years after true crime documentaries.
Did you see the COVID wasn't bats bit in the. I was saying on the, when you stepped out afterwards that like it took so much effort of scrolling back and forth, up and down the releases for the year, to be like, what did we do, and what can I rhyme with what, and what can I put here, and yeah, it works really well though.
No, it did. I could tell you must have gone back and I looked through the episodes and that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
The giant dudes thing came up. You know, were they really giants and were they really dragons and all that stuff.
It'll be fun to like start the next episode with that.
Yeah.
Like rather than the intro or something, just put that on, you know.
Yeah, well, it's like that. Either we can do that, or we can do. No, actually, yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, because you don't want to reuse that one too often, because it does say "see you in 2025" at the end of it.
Yeah, I just meant like at the beginning of the next one.
Yeah.
It was like 2 minutes as well.
Yeah.
I remember I made like a long intro before. Someone could be pointing back to me about how, I can't remember what it was now. Obnoxious it was.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's not that bad.
I did like, if you hadn't noticed, the lyric of an info of Bukkake, a Bukkake of info in your ears.
Yeah, I like that.
We don't just one piece of information. We jizz multiple pieces of information.
If school was described to me like that when I was young, I'd have loved it.
Yeah, we're gonna intellectually jizz into your ears. Oh, brilliant!
Many of us, all at once.
It's all I've ever wished for, sir.
But yeah, it really is an intellectual bukkake. You go for one classroom, they intellectual jizz all over you.
Yeah,
You get up, go to the next one, they do it.
they do it. That's school. School
that's
is an
school.
intellectual bukkake. You're just waiting to get fucking bukkake'd on.
Well, isn't everyone? Always. I mean, isn't that just a way of life anyway? Everyone's always just waiting to get bukkake'd.
You're always just either waiting to get bukkake'd or waiting to bukkake.
Or debating whether it's bukkake or bukkake.
Yeah, to bukkake or to bukkake.
Mhm.
That is the question.
Tomato or tomato. It doesn't matter if you're bukkaking.
He's right. He's right, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't matter.
All that matters is you don't miss. I've already got like a bunch of like random ideas written down for like topics for like next year and that.
Yeah.
I always have some. There was some new true crimes as well that I've watched recently.
Ooh.
I don't know what they are now, and I've got a couple of them written down. There was one I watched yesterday, which I don't know if I do for a story or anything. It was interesting because I need to go and watch the end of it. I'm not sure what happened in the end. I think I've had a sleep. They arrested like 5 people for this murder, even though it was obvious, you know, they didn't do it, basically.
Yeah.
It was like a woman who got like attacked in a flat, proper like just, you know, manically crazy over the top, cutting up someone, you know.
Oh, so she died then?
Oh yeah, she was dead. But these people were accused of doing it, and like, you know, they were able to prove they weren't even there, but just none of it mattered. And they were black, you know.
Yeah,
It was like
the usual.
80s,
The
Cardiff.
usual.
But he got moved to Swansea for it. Because the area they were in was very mixed. It was like Birmingham, very mixed. And then because everybody knew them, a lot of people were like, no, it wasn't them. What are you on about? And other people were just like, oh, kill them. So they decided to move them to Swansea, which is like a super white place apparently, or back then anyway.
Right.
It was like the 80s. And they got done for it. Well, only three of the 5 got done for it, even though that doesn't work with the story either. It should be either all of them or none of them. But and it was like a white guy they were looking for originally, which doesn't make any sense. But people like
people still were just like, the black dude goes down.
yeah. But then
Yeah.
eventually it was like a rising up from the people in that area in Cardiff, and also that guy that came down. They did a lot of like black civil rights or black, like, you know, injustices of law cases in America. A really famous one. I can't remember his name now.
Oh,
It's not the guy who did OJ, I don't think, or was it?
no.
No.
What, Johnny Cochran?
No, not the lawyer. Al Shah or Al.
Al Sharpton.
That the big guy.
I think so.
Okay, I think it was him. then.
Reverend Al Sharpton.
Yeah, I thought it was a Rev. That's that's it. Yeah. Yeah, he came down and like joined in.
He was like, you motherfuckers.
They eventually got the appeal people to listen to it because the one did confess, and they played the the interview in full to the court, to the people there.
Yeah.
And just on the interview alone, he's like, I don't need to see any more of the evidence. They have all this evidence disproving it all too. I don't need to see any more. That's enough.
Fucking
Let them all
hell.
out. Because they were literally like, 600 times I think they said he denied it. And then they coaxed him into saying it once, basically.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realise, in court cases, it's very, very rare for the actual interviews to be listened to.
Yeah.
They're just like, no, they confessed in an interview. Here's what it said.
Yeah.
And they don't actually listen to the interview.
Yeah, it's because
Really
the
surprised me.
justice system is realistically there to try and just get someone in prison
Yeah.
for the most part. Like it's better if it's the right person, but they still just want the statistics to look right. So if someone's gone away for a crime, congratulations, you've just solved a crime. According to their statistics, and they won't fucking bother changing them, even if they're proven wrong. They'll be like, no, it's fine.
This seemed to be exactly one of them kind of things. But then when they didn't even reopen the investigation. They were like, well, we caught the guy. We know we caught the guys. Whether,
Anyone else does,
there was an
doesn't
interview
matter.
technique. That was it. They were making it was just an interview technique that they did incorrectly.
Yeah, that's what that is.
They didn't play the
It's
rest of the
just
evidence,
good
like,
cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It was so stupid. But then actually somebody else, like a few years later, actually a different team took it on.
Yeah.
The cold case. I think it's like more late 90s. And they straight away, like they said, they went over all the evidence that the other team had about those five because they needed to see first if it was them or not.
Yeah.
And they realised very quickly there was no evidence.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that, apparently the main thing you need to get DNA was like it to be inside and it to be lots of blood.
Yeah.
And there was blood from somebody else as well. So they had everything they needed for DNA stuff.
And they didn't use it.
I didn't use it. They had these five guys right there. They had all this DNA from the person who must have done it. Didn't at one point bother testing it, matching it.
Jesus Christ.
Was done eventually. They were ruled out by this next lot,
But
one
why
guy-
should it have to get to that stage?
The one guy distrusted him so much when they wanted to DNA test him again that his lawyer, who'd been with him the whole time, transported the thing the whole way. Like she never left his side during the whole process of it being tested and that.
And
And
it's
an
still-
independent DNA thing.
Yeah. Jesus.
But they were good. No, this was afterwards, so they already had stuff by this point.
Right, okay.
That's somewhere where I fell asleep though. So last I knew, they were looking for this guy still.
Right.
I have no fucking idea if they got him. in the end. Not a fucking clue.
No.
I'll find out later. I'll let all of you know. I won't not forget. I should play some more games. I imagine there'll be some good games over the next year coming out.
There's a few. They've announced that they're going back to the start with Halo.
Okay. I just
Um,
got into it.
Yeah.
Good to me, actually. Is
Basically, Infinite didn't do as well as they hoped.
that the one I played? I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the open world one. So they're going to go back to the start and reboot.
Not a bad idea though. It's because
No.
has it been rebooted before?
No.
Oh,
It's been
That's cool for it then.
remastered and remade, but it's never been rebooted.
it's probably cool to it then in that case.
Yeah, I mean it's about the age of most modern remakes. Like they remade Resident Evil 4 and some other PlayStation 2 games. Like they're remaking Metal Gear Solid 3 as well,
They were
and
that into them.
Silent Hill 2 was remade as well. That was PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're literally just remaking it like shot for shot, but just making it good?
Yeah,
I like it when they like take a game, and probably what they're doing with Halo. I expect like rebooting it.
yeah. I mean the thing with Halo is you could do some things that would tie the story together a bit better if you sort of redid it. And you
Yeah.
could redo some of the dialogue and some of the scenes to make it a bit more impactful. Because as much as I love Halo, there are some bits that are a bit,
I do remember you saying that the storyline is kind of gone away from it now.
yeah,
Because like the ones that I was fighting on it was the
the Banished.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, but they
And
weren't
originally it was the
original ones.
Covenant.
Yeah.
Because in Halo Reach, so in Halo Reach you end up fighting the Covenant, and they wipe out the entire planet and all of the Spartans on the planet, and that's all of the Spartans gone apart from the Master Chief supposedly. Then you go
How is he
into
so tall?
Oh, he's genetically modified.
Oh, okay. I just thought it was.
Yeah, no, they're super soldiers.
I thought it might have been like a little guy in a suit or something.
No, and he gets taken to Halo on the Pillar of Autumn. That crashes on Halo. Then they find out that Halo is not actually a like magical portal or something, and it's not going to cure the flood by saving us by destroying the flood. The point of the Halo rings is that you put everyone in stasis, you fire off the Halo rings, and every living thing in the galaxy dies. Because
Damn. Okay.
the only way to kill the flood is to kill their food, and the flood eat.
What is the flood then? I thought
So-
we had a literal flood here.
Now the flood are like fungal spores that sort of jam onto people and inject themselves through their flesh. They're like that size,
Oh damn.
and they push their way in and sort of take control of the nervous system,
Oh shit. Okay.
turning you into a zombie.
What?
And they sort of run at you, and they know how to use guns and shit, so they can actually like shoot back at you and shit. It's fucking nasty.
Yeah, I didn't know there's any of that.
Yeah. The flood
that.
are fucking savage, dude.
Let's see. And that was originally what was there.
Yeah. And that's Halo 1, 2, and 3 is all about discovering what the flood are, discovering what the Halo rings are, and trying to stop the Covenant from launching the rings off because they think it's going to bring them into this great journey into the
Yeah.
next stage of their sort of civilization.
Yeah.
And they refuse to believe the humans because the humans are heretics. And whilst you're also trying to juggle a way of actually wiping out the flood at the same time. So it's so much better than people give it credit for. And the flood bits are so scary.
That's one thing that I was imagining. Like as the gameplay's got better, like the story kind of has gone away because it would have been originally one thing, and they wouldn't have expected it probably to even go anywhere near this long. So it's quite a cool idea. Now you've got probably more gameplay as well.
Yeah.
So I'd play it from the beginning
Cool.
now.
Yeah.
That'd be
Sorry, I
interesting.
just burnt my eye with smoke.
Oh my god. I suppose you're used to being smoking a longer thing.
Yeah. The cigar has been deflecting most of it.
Oh, I'm gonna put the light in a second. It's
So-
hurting my head now.
There's some interesting shit to look forward to. But next year is going to be a year of getting shit done. I sort of didn't do much. I didn't do much work this last year because I was sort of busy with lots of other things.
Yeah.
But recently I've not had access to the computer games, and because I've not had as much access, I've been doing other stuff and just finding other things to do.
That's one good thing about not having access to games.
Because I do become my default.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be like, oh fuck it, I'll just play a game.
My default thing for me has always been like just watching stuff.
Yeah.
I like gaming as well, but I can't do it for a long period of time.
Yeah, I find that I like to play games for about a maximum of 4 hours in one chunk. That's the absolute maximum. After that, I start getting antsy and irritable.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I need to do something else.
And you know you're like not as good as well because like you'll be screwing up stuff that you should be like blasting through.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. It's normally on a night when I'll do that. Like Indiana Jones, I've done it a couple of times because I spent so long in that game.
Yeah.
Just searching through the different places.
Yeah.
I put so many hours into it, and I'm still not. Well, I thought I was at the end places, and then I realised there's like 2 more places I've gone to.
Yeah.
I think I've been in where have I been?
It's quite a big game. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it's like 20 hours to complete in total.
There's all different like loads of collectible things as well in all the different places.
Yeah,
you
which
go
is
to.
adding even more time onto it. Yeah.
Got, like, loads of them have got like actual cutscenes and stuff, you know, which are
Yeah.
entertaining. So
I did see a bit in one of the cutscenes where he's talking to an Italian soldier and he's doing the confessional with him.
yeah,
Yeah, and he's like, that's the problem. My mother-in-law is pregnant as well. What did you do?
punches him through it. Young Indy's a badass, apparently.
Yeah, young Indy is a badass.
He punches someone through a
Yeah.
fucking confessional box. That's power, that is.
It's a properly good game. It's so much fun. Even the little bit I played, just beating people up.
Yeah, you got a lot to come then, like,
Yeah.
and it's like you don't even like really use guns much. You can do like if you
Yeah, you find them occasionally. I
Yeah.
found one in the first mission. I was like, oh shit, I'd already beaten everyone up, but like it was there.
most time you don't want to use them though because you're trying to sneak around.
Mhm.
But then if they
It
see
also
you, it's
doesn't
fun to
feel
shoot your
very
way out.
indie to be to just run in and kill everyone. It doesn't seem like his vibe. Like knocking people out is an indie vibe.
Okay, yeah,
He doesn't
yeah.
kill
You just need to do
people.
more of that.
If people start shooting at him, he'll
He'll shoot
shoot
them.
back.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's kind of how I've been playing it.
Yeah.
Going around
It's like,
sneaking
oh
in
well,
stuff.
you fucking did it, son.
Mate.
you brought a knife to a gunfight.
You learn on each place. It's like there's not much point trying to do a lot of the stuff like in the bad areas you can't go to until you found like a guard uniform.
Yeah.
Once you find one of them, you're pretty good. But even then, you can't get close to certain people.
Yeah.
Some of them would just start being like, "Who's that?"
Yeah. Papers. Just show me your papers. Yeah.
And I haven't put it on a hard one. I tried upping the difficulty a bit more, and they catch you so easily.
Speaking of Harrison Ford,
Mm.
I watched 2 movies that I hadn't seen before,
Go on.
which was Patriot Games and Clear and Present Danger, which are 2 Harrison Ford films based on the Tom Clancy books.
Oh, okay.
And they're good fucking movies, and I can't believe it's taken me that long to fucking watch them.
A lot of the old classic like 90s movies. And that
Yeah,
stuff,
they
right?
knew how to make movies,
They
man.
did. Yeah,
Because
it's so
those
much
old
better.
90s thrillers and action movies, they've got like substance to them as well as it being a fucking action movie.
Even the crappy, just action movies for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Still got something to
They
them.
still got something to it. Like Lethal Weapon is still one of my favorite fucking series. I know I've talked about it before, but I love Lethal Weapon.
That's that one that kind of bypassed me when I was younger. That's more like 80s anyway, isn't it? Go into late 90s or 90s.
It spanned from like the late 80s all the way into the late 90s. It was like there were 4 of them, so it was like a span of over 10 years, I think. So
Like we're in the same kind of time like Beverly Hills Cop.
that sort of vibe, yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah, no, I
Die
like that.
Hard as well, similar.
Beverly Hills Cops I was a big fan of growing up. I loved Eddie Murphy. Any
Yeah,
of his films were good.
and the thing is, what I liked about those movies, and it's something that Hollywood doesn't seem to understand, is like not every movie needs to be a world-ending disaster.
Yeah.
It's after a while, it's like, really, again, the world is all right, fine, fucking hell. It's like, Jesus Christ, can someone not just have a basic fucking plot of I want this money and I'm gonna get
Someone
it?
just rob a building.
Yeah. That's what Die Hard was based on. It was just one dude alone in a skyscraper with a bunch of other dudes who want to kill him because they want the money.
Oh,
And it fucking is a great film.
and a great Christmas
And a
film.
great Christmas film.
Gremlin is another
Just
good
like
Christmas-
Lethal Weapon.
Is that a Christmas too? Is it?
Lethal Weapon 1 is a Christmas movie.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I should go back and watch them. 'Cause I even like the series they brought out.
Oh, yeah. The movies are top fucking quality. They're so good.
I know that's something about a bomb in a toilet. I've heard
Oh,
that.
yeah,
before.
yeah. Yeah, there's Murtaugh is on the toilet and there's like a bomb underneath him and they've got to try and like leap off because they've frozen the bomb. So it doesn't detonate instantly, but it like gives them a little bit of time. And they've got to cover themselves over and get into the like copper bathtub that he's got next to it. And it's like, bam, this huge explosion goes off. And they're like, then the saxophone music plays. And it's like,
Yeah, I know what music. I know what you mean, but
I'm
I can't
too
think of
old
it.
for this shit.
One of those things, it's another one of those ones where you know the quote before you've seen the film.
yeah.
Because everyone's heard that.
You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Mel Gibson.
No, it's Batman.
No. I'm saying.
What?
In that film is it Mel Gibson?
Oh, it's Mel Gibson in
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Another one I haven't seen that much of is Danny Glover.
Anytime I see Danny Glover in a movie, I'm like, fuck yes, Danny Glover. Fuck yes.
I say that though, but I feel like I have seen him in a lot of films. But I watched when I was younger. I watched so many.
He was
of
in
those,
the he was in the Predator sequel, which I still think is underrated.
trying to put it
That's the one where he's in LA and the Predator's just leaping around killing people and like, yeah.
I remember liking it as well. I put the concept.
It's got
with-
Gary Busey in it as a madman.
Yeah, he does. I'm remembering it more now. He's a fucking crazy bastard. He is. Whether he is, I don't know. I just look at him and I assume he's crazy. He looks like he's crazy.
He was. Whoa!
Didn't he have his face run over or something?
Yeah. So he was already crazy.
Yeah.
Before he had an ATV accident. And then he had an ATV accident and then he went even more fucking crazy.
That would do
So,
it. Crazy
they'll
people.
do it. Yeah, yeah,
Getting like your head, I'm guessing, like rolled over then or something.
yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
kind of thing that'll make you go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have been shocked if Chris Benoit went over a few of them.
Yeah, probably.
I was hearing about how power slap is like Dana White, man. Like
It's so fucking dangerous. Power
Yeah.
slap. It's so fucking dangerous.
I still kind of enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. Them people
Yeah.
want to do it, but
Yeah, I know.
like the fact he's still trying to make out how like super popular he is. I heard him go on something saying about how it's I've heard him say something like it before, but this was even worse. Like go on, imagine like the views for you know, like for motor racing,
Yeah.
for baseball, for football, for WWE,
Yeah.
all these things combined, take that number, times it by 4, still not as big much as power slap.
Fuck
I'm
off.
like what?
Fuck off. Do you have any idea how many people watch football around the world, you absolute tool?
But then it's like, what does he mean by views? Is that like a TikTok reel kind
Yeah,
of view?
I
You know?
don't know.
Yeah, that still shouldn't count anyway. But I'd still find that shocking. Like, knowing as a wrestling fan, for example, how much they do,
Yeah.
they're crazy numbers.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't
like
make
the-
sense.
Yeah, and that's just the people that
Power
are
slap is not as big as Formula One. Let's put it that way.
apparently it's 4 times bigger.
No.
Two
I'm
grand
sorry,
to, like,
Dana, but you
yeah.
know that's bullshit. He's just trying to make it he's trying to sort of will it into existence by saying it, which is fine. That's a fucking rich man tactic that they do all the time. It's like, I've got enough money to make this real, so I'm just going to keep saying it till it is.
Yeah, he's doing like weird things with like OnlyFans girls to promote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, them to like doing a thing with them where they give away a car and that. It's so random, it's really
Yeah.
random. And then
Yeah.
doing a picture where he's carrying one in a suitcase, which was just. Well, I mean, if there was somebody in a suitcase, if I saw somebody sitting in a zipped up suitcase, I'd put them along for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, we got,
Why not?
got a person.
Yeah.
But then you got to take them out because that kills people. But that guy that was found in his bathroom,
In his
in a
oh,
backpack,
fuck it up.
like a gym bag kind of backpack, zipped up and that was due to suicide.
Yeah.
Which, you know, like, they make a good point. It is physically possible to get yourself in there and then get stuck. There's always a chance.
Yeah. And then put yourself in the bathtub.
Well, I imagine you did it in the bathroom.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because you would.
Of course you would.
I don't know why you fucking would.
Why wouldn't you? Well, that's exactly where I like to get into suitcases.
Somewhere where I can't
Yeah.
get
In
around
the
at all.
bathtub where I can't breathe. That's perfect.
Oh, there was one even stupider.
There was that
recently.
girlfriend as well who fucking let her boyfriend die because he got himself in a fucking suitcase.
Oh, yeah, yeah. and she
That was
recorded.
fucked up.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That was so fucked up.
Yeah, the thing I was watching it on the plane, all the videos of her recording him, like, crying out for
Yeah,
help. and
it's
I'm
like,
don't
I
wanna watch
can't
this.
breathe. It's like, for fuck's sake, come on. What is wrong with you, woman?
I can't remember the details on it now. But there was a guy who was had been chained to in a police had been arrested
Yeah,
and chained onto a bed,
yeah.
like for all arms, you know. But then one of them went over and noticed smoke coming from the room, looked in, and the whole bed was just engulfed in flames.
What?
It was deemed a suicide. There wasn't a lighter found at first, but then in some other bit they found like half a lighter in some of the things. Even if people were like, if that was actually the lighter used to do it, it would have popped anyway. But he should have been searched. He should have been able to get to his lighter and get there's fireproof stuff on the top. And if you get inside the stuff, you can light apparently.
Jesus Christ.
But then it's then even getting to the heat, you know, of being able to do, because it didn't just. He was on fire as well.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happened in the end. They just said it was a suicide for ages.
I love things that are deemed as. We should do a podcast on that. Things that are deemed as suicides that just aren't.
Yeah. There's very few that I've thought about that before, but there's just very few of them.
Yeah.
Obviously, you should just go into that one a bit more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's that. There's
But
Epstein,
I know I've got-
obviously.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, there's another one as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. You got to look in other countries as well. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I've always found that when I'm doing searches for the stuff on the podcast, sometimes I just put in like Russia or India or China.
Just a country, nothing else.
Just a country, nothing else. No, no. The information that goes with it. Yeah. But sometimes you can get interesting stuff just by putting that in as
I
well.
know what you're saying.
But Yeah, it's like Philippines is a good one because they're fucking mad in the Philippines.
They do some mad shit.
Mexico, that's another good one.
Yeah, cartel things.
You find loads of weird shit there, especially with cartels. Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, that was definitely a suicide. The man had himself in tires and set himself on fire."
With his hands cut off.
Real, I believe that, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely more to do, actually.
yeah.
Definitely going to do that one as well, because I've got that saved somewhere.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't remember what happened in the end now, or if anything did happen.
I don't know.
Yeah, be interesting. I'll show you
Yeah.
it. Right, do you
How long have we been going for?
35.
Yeah, that sounds like a good wrap up year pod.
So I hope you've enjoyed your 2024.
Yeah, well,
Well, more than that, I hope you survived it. That's
Yeah.
pretty much all we can hope.
yeah, you're alive
Yeah.
because you're listening to this.
Huh?
They're alive because they're listening to this.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You could. Oh, I'm going to go to there actually.
We've survived 2024. 2025 will hopefully. Well, I do have a feeling of hope. I've got a feeling.
Yeah, I
that
think
it's gonna be
it'll be fine. To
a
be
better
honest.
year than the previous one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just hope you keep listening to us in the new year. Listen to the song again if you want. You know.
Oh, so I put that on actually before we head out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's just stick that back on one more time, so that everyone can have a little party on the way out. All the way to the top to play it again, I think. Yeah, it's definitely that one.
World's head, 3 stools, more than really giant twos. Were giants even real? This big man tough to steal. Dr. Satan comes for you. Self-help is a tool. Quit a job the cool way. It wasn't even OJ. She loves you in it is. She loves you in it is. Putting up a decay. A pitfall in your ears. From monsters to crime. Scary to surprise. Squishy logic is the greatest of all time. It's the greatest of all time. Trump was shot at, COVID wasn't from back. Coincidence in history, you just fucked up history. EA ultra mind control, AI is a shit show. Brazil has a Roswell, other trolls we can't tell.
It's so good.
It's a shit show. Squishy logic. Putting up a decay. A pitfall in your ears. From monsters to crime. Scary to surprise. Yes, I know it's you. Said it's moments okay. And that's nice. And when you kneel, some monsters who cry. Scary surprise. You got guess the name. Yes, I had to. It's a chance why it's like your mind. It's a chance why it's like your mind. Up to sandals or to comedians. Your computers are helping us bring this to you. But most of all, thank you for listening. See you in 2025, yo. Peace.
I should have done a blast at the end as well. But that's all right. Yeah. So there we go. That's the song to lead us out of Squishy Logic 2024 and into Squishy Logic 2025. We'll be bringing you newer, more interesting things. We might have some guests appearing
Yeah, we'll definitely have some guests.
on the way. So yeah.
And new episodes on KD Comedy Podcast every Friday.
Always there. Yeah. And there's always post-apocalyptic metal treehouse if you fancy a little giggle while you're waiting to do something, while you're having a sort of
A little
wash
giggle
of the
while you
dishes.
jiggle.
Yeah, you're washing the dishes, you're waiting for a bus, you're on the bus. Who knows? You can have a nice little giggle and a giggle or two just listening to post-apocalyptic metal treehouse for half an hour while you're doing it.
Giggle and a jiggle.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
that sounds good.
But other than that, much love, everybody. Take care. Peace out. Keep it squishy.
Until next time, always be logical.
Oh, how about boom?
Yeah.
Clean cut.